Yeah, everyone. Hey.
Hello, hello. What's up,
How you all
y'all?
doing?
We got a Raven on stream already.
We have. We've got a little raven lurking there.
I'm incognito under a different profile picture.
Yeah, we've got Dolly tonight. It's Dolly.
Oh my god, I kind of didn't even realize your picture. That's awesome.
Yeah, she showed it to me. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with Dolly tonight." I was like, "Yeah, you should."
Oh, I fucking forgot. I took a screenshot of Young Dumb Honey Bun I was gonna use. Damn it. Can I
Oh,
change it midstream? Hold on.
Yeah, you can change it. You can
It's on my phone.
you click those dots and change your avatar.
Get this to myself somehow. Well, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, obviously
Good to
we're
see
taking
y'all
care of
here.
the important things here. You know.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta change my face to someone else's face. One moment.
Hold on.
I'll say hi to y'all first, though.
Yeah,
What's
Sarah.
up, Leo? Harmony, Capricorn, New Jersey, Vintage. What's up? Hustle's probably
Jirella.
listening.
Got
Next,
Steph in the house.
Judy. Steph is in the
Steph
house.
is in the house.
Did you remove her?
No, I think we clicked it at the same time. We literally clicked at the same time.
What's up, Steph?
Hey. Hey, darling.
Layla. Who else is here? No Fap. Your channel's next. What's up? What are we shaking? What are we baking? Shaking some ass, smoking some grass. What else you do, huh? What else you shake and bake?
I dropped the link to Gigi, but I don't. If your channel is next wants to come up, he's welcome as well. Like Little Boots can always send it to you on Twitter.
You want to shake some bake? Beatrix is already baked. Hey, I'm packing a joint right now. Shake and bake.
I already pre-made mine, 3 big long ones for long.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold up, we got someone in the back here. Mustachio.
Oh
Get
no!
I make myself look pretty for your stream.
Oh god, don't get decent for us, nah.
I
I'm gonna
left a
send you some
comment
wax,
for
girl.
Fedora on that short that she made because it was funny as hell, and I was like, "Oh yeah, 67 razors later."
67 razors.
Oh, heck, it's echoing.
How's your weekend been, Fedora? You good?
Echoing. Okay. I'm old. What can I tell you?
I fucking love you, Fedora.
Oh shit! I'm shaving my hair.
Careful.
I hope you got a cover on that razor. Put a cover on it, for God's sake. Don't actually use a bare
No, there
razor.
is no cover on it. I couldn't
She's the
find
real
it.
deal, baby.
I couldn't cover it.
Jesus.
So I couldn't find it.
Oh my god, Fedora! The way I tell you, I screamed when I first saw that short you made. Oh my god.
This is one of Mr. B's razors. Oops. I just
You
said
know
that out loud.
Did you steal it from him, Fedora, when he was sleeping? Did you creep in there when he was sleeping and steal it? I bet you did. I bet you did. You couldn't help yourself.
Yeah, I know. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? I don't know.
Shit, I need to light one of these. Fedora's
Okay.
shaving her
Whoa.
face on stream.
This is
Starting off so well.
Sorry.
Everyone's saying hello to Fedora. Harmony says hello. Beatrix and Capricorn,
Hello.
New Jersey says hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
ladies.
Sarah says hello.
I really hope this face shaving tutorial has helped a lot of you in the chat out if you are also plagued like Chewbacca.
I decided to do a combination of the bodega and company. I decided to do it.
Gigi's coming. 30 minutes, y'all.
Yeah, so I decided. So that was my shaving. Hello, Capricorn. Hello, Beatrice.
Christine, is this the OG Christine? Like,
Oh, is it our Christine?
like Christine?
Headbangers?
Christine, hello.
Christine, is that Christine? Christine, is it you?
It looks like the
Christine?
same picture.
Thank you, vintage camera girl.
Thank you.
We little bits need to know if it's you, Christine.
I can't remember the picture.
We need to know if you're our Christine.
Yes, gang's all here.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes.
Not really though. if we got fucking, you know who back, I don't know if he'll come back to us.
Yeah, I know, right?
You want to see the funny,
Peter's
Christine?
coming
I
up
message
soon
him.
too. Yay!
Ain't that
I message him every
nice?
once in a while, and he's got
Damn.
quite the fucking catalog. I should just read my DMs. They've been one way for like, what has it been, like a year or so? I've just been like updating him on like the timeline, who likes who.
Oh, Christine, we missed you.
Log into Discord.
Thank you, Hussy. Thank you.
Poor Chewbacca. That's Chewbacca vintage.
Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
Fedora, you look like what I would imagine like if AK and Tragic had a baby.
Oh my
With
god.
the bandana and stuff.
Like that. She doesn't look that fucking bad, even with the hat and
She's kind of a mix of both the styles.
In
I
all
don't know.
honesty, if anyone could rock that look, it would be her. She looks better than all of them put together.
Thank you.
True.
I appreciate
True.
that. I appreciate that.
No, because like the bohemian kind of look is your look anyway. You know what I mean?
See, and even my tattoo here on my arm, I don't know if you can see my forearm, but it is all spelled correctly. So
Oh, A+.
yes, it's all spelled correctly.
He's
I
gone
guess.
forever, Christine. I don't know. He used to log in every once in a while.
That's
But
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, how did that happen to her? How did that? It's on her fucking boob.
Fedora loves a bit of Janis Joplin. I know
do
she
love
does.
Janis Joplin.
She
I do.
loves Janis Joplin. She's totally
But
bohemian
that is
like
the
Fedora.
highest compliment for me.
Yeah, it is. I know she's a big fan. See,
I am. I am indeed. Unfortunately, I cannot sing like her.
not many can though. Come on, who can hold a flame to Janis? Come on,
Right.
she had some lungs on her.
I'm not even a musician. I just pretend to be. Oh my. So, thank you, Beatrix. Thank you. All right.
I think everyone's missed you, Fedora. I think I think it's quite evident to see everyone's bloody missed Fedora. They're like, where have you been, Fedora?
Every time I get look. This is what I hate doing with the soap. And this happened when I did the short too. For whatever reason, I don't know how dudes do this, but it's a shaving cream going in their mouth. God, it went in my mouth. Ugh.
Oh no.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know how they
I've
do
like
it.
microbladed my face, which essentially is like just like single blade shaving it, essentially. But I don't use shaving cream.
Well,
Yeah, I know, but I had to make it look authentic. So I had to put foam on my face.
Sarah, I love you. Yes, the stream. This stream is free, and so is liking it.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, sorry guys.
Bon
I
appetit.
usually mute my coughs.
No, get home and do your thing. Yeah, eat your food and then roll a big fat one and join us.
You're good. You're good.
Bon appetit, Skeeter.
We're just
Take your
warming up.
time.
We're gonna play some like random shit, some clips, talk some shit,
Goody,
smoke it up.
Goody.
Damn it. You guys ever, I just ashed my joint and the lit part of my joint fell off of it.
Yeah,
Ever
hair
do that?
conditioner does work actually.
Tea
That does
time in
work.
the house.
Yeah. I use conditioner on my special places. Peter Tan peanut butter. We got different kinds of peanut butter now. God damn it.
That's
Are you
not
the same
as
peanut butter man?
Peanut butter, is it? That's not the Mr. Peanut Butter.
No, Mr.
We
Peanut
just-
Butter is separate.
Nope.
They tend to, they've started to, have a
There's
bit of
more?
conflict. Yeah.
Multiply.
Hey, Steph,
Battle of the
I know
Buttons.
that you're on panel. but is your finger still twitching?
What?
Yes.
Good. Just making sure that you're
What?
always ready.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I've got my tablet. I'm ready.
Right on.
No, Steph has got because obviously she's a super mod here, and
Yeah.
she knows the cues of what I mean.
You did what Belinda did to me yesterday. Belinda's like, "Get your wrench ready for stream." I was like, "Oh shit." I'll fight people. Come at me.
Well, look, it's a kind of a privilege for Steph because she's one of the fold, she's one of the OGs and whatnot, but she doesn't have a channel, but she's a super mod everywhere, and she does that shit like really good. So it's like people just leave her to it, sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, I made her a super mod on my channel because a lot of people know, like the Girl World side, I needed like you and Little Boots and Steph and everybody from the other side I talk about because not everybody knows who everyone is.
Steph's judgment can be trusted as well, and her intentions are pure and good, and she's a great choice for a mod on any channel, in all honesty, you know. But yeah.
Oh, thanks.
You know, I talk about you highly because I know that some people misunderstand you as well because of that whole bossy Brit thing, because I get tarnished with the same thing, and it's like I know where your heart is, you know.
Yeah.
Forgive the mess in the background. Wasn't the housekeeper's week to come.
It's not any worse than DC at
Oh no, we got orange pills in the background for Dora.
Yeah.
It's inventory, okay? Inventory.
We don't even have oranges in the house right now. We don't even have them in the house. No. We have other fruit.
I love that DC was like, "There's never been a single orange ever in this house." You're like,
that's the funniest thing. I mean, like, that's what always makes it sound so fucking like a lie. Whatever she fucking says, she has to go so extreme, so far to the other end of the spectrum that it's like there couldn't be a single possibility. It's like it's more believable if you say, "Well, to be honest, I bought oranges a few weeks ago, but there hasn't been one here since." That would sound more plausible. Then be like, "There's never been an orange. We've never seen one in this house." It's like, fuck
that
off.
I would believe because none of them look like they've ever seen a fruit or a vegetable if they fell over it.
I know, but it's just a bit extreme, isn't it, to go to, especially when you're defending the case of like there being no orange pills so vehemently.
It's kind of like that point I was making before we started the stream about how AK was like, "Oh, they had 12 people on panel. Like the max is 10. You know that. Like, wouldn't you at least say a reasonable number rather than like clearly over exaggerating? Like, all right."
Yeah, I just wouldn't
like,
contest when you contest things.
So stupid. Why did they do that? And then they sound even dumber.
You know what I mean? When you contest things so heavily, that always sounds like you're over-egging the mixture to me. You know, whether you have or you haven't. If she's just said, "Well, to be honest, I haven't bought oranges in a while," and just like even toned and never gave it another fucking sentence like, after that would sound more believable than like contesting it for half an hour, never seen a fucking orange.
I don't even know what an orange is. Little Nakes doesn't even know what they are. Like,
hey, Poopa Balls.
Hello, Poopa Balls. Poopa Balls, you missed me shaving.
They don't even sell oranges.
Missed me shaving.
Right, Sarah? Yeah, they lay it on a bit too thick, and that's where they go fucking wrong. Exactly.
But do they sell peanut butter?
No.
Does he?
Do you remember the strawberry pie? She so wanted the strawberry pie. They sell strawberry pie. They're famous in Indiana for the strawberry pie or whatever. And then she was like, I couldn't find any strawberry pie. So then she started making pies. That's where she started making pies from.
Domestic goddess.
I was wondering where that Susie Homemaker thing gig came from.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very important question. Is Tita Tan an actual thing, or is it something that Skeeter made up?
It's something that Skeeter made up as
That's
being
what
like an off-brand, so it's like the
Yeah.
Wish version.
Yeah,
of
that's what I
Peter.
guessed, but I wasn't sure because obviously I don't know what American.
Yeah, you didn't know if it's like I can't believe it's not butter or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I
Steph,
thought
know
it was a
you.
thing, but
if it was like a legitimate like
No,
cheese
Skeeter's
Damn.
entirely made it up. Yeah, that's.
I want to
Dude.
know if Cheater Tan and Mr. Peanut Butter are going to throw down. There's like a whole Girl World peanut
Cloud
butter
fights,
war
cloud
ensuing
fights,
right
cloud
now.
Oh,
fights.
That's totally
things it's
Skeeter's
gonna build
original
up.
material. I can tell.
Yep, there seems to be. Seems to be.
Damn, that's awesome.
So I'm waiting for an actual Peter Pan peanut butter to show up as well. So there's gonna be 3 of them at some point. It's gonna happen.
It's too much peanut butter, you guys. Why is
Peter
there
Pan and the Peter Pan, and then just the original Mr. Peanut Butter. They're all gonna be like fighting it out in the chat. It's gonna be
Yeah,
brilliant.
I think somebody
Fuck
needs
all
to
the
be the
Girl World,
spoon.
man.
Can someone just be the spoon at this point? The fucking salivary old spoon.
Ew, no one wants to be that. No one does. Not even the internet trolls. I gotta say though, the peanut butter troll, that's like dedication though, because this guy has just been like a jar of peanut butter and he like stays a jar like he doesn't really break character, like I can't keep my mouth shut. So like I couldn't have a troll account because I would pop off in the way I normally do.
Keep true to form of the character.
Yeah, I couldn't stay a jar of damn peanut butter. Dude, like he's so dedicated. Appreciate your dedication.
Vidal. It's nice to see you, darling.
I question your sanity, but I enjoy it. Put some nuts in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, just those sort of nuts. We don't want nut sacks.
Yeah, no throbbing nuts, please.
Oh no, I think the lentils are burning in the kitchen.
You're cooking lentils.
I said that the lentils is a reference to the bumps on Negs's dick, and when he like goes like full friction on a dry hole, like that's what the lentils mean. Yeah.
Thank you. Off to the vomitorium. Off to the vomitorium with us.
Oh, I'll drive. Hop in. Fuck.
There we go. Off to the vomitorium.
Dude, I've never even heard someone say lentils, to be quite honest.
Don't worry, in reality, he does not cook lentils. He does not cook lentils.
We didn't ruin the lentils, Vidal. That was DC's doing. Just remember that.
I know.
What it actually leads to. All lentils lead to DC, just like all roads lead to Gigi.
So my group of friends has this weird thing that they've found out, and they call them bean teenies. We found out on a camping trip on a dare that if you take a shot of vodka and take a spoonful of beans, it cuts the vodka like no other. So they're really into doing bean teenies.
Wait, what kind of beans?
Like refried beans. It's gross.
Because see, in my head, I'm thinking of baked beans, and I just
yeah. And so whenever I think lentils, I just think of the bean teenies.
I hate beans as well, but I can imagine.
Me too. I did try it though, because I had to try it because they're a bunch of freaks and they're so weird.
I think any food item would cut the vodka, to be fair, because it's like you're lining the stomach, right? So you're having raw alcohol and then you're lining the stomach with something.
It does take the taste right out your mouth too. It's interesting. It was an interesting discovery.
Christine lentils. She'll never eat a lentil again, not a singular one.
My specialty is chili, and my recipe takes 2 different kinds of beans.
Hi, Vidal.
Yes.
So, what was the other dramas that you guys were freaking out about today?
What
else happened?
I went shopping with Mr. Me today.
Yeah, you got some groceries, you said, right?
Groceries, yeah, we're not that exciting. Yeah, we're not that exciting.
Well, no, but these are the necessary things of day-to-day life, right? It's just normal life. It's like...
Yeah, exactly. No, we went shopping. Tomorrow we're going to a Park, about an hour outside of Montreal. They're having a temporary installation called the Lost Kingdom, and we're supposed to see these animated creatures walk amongst animated creatures from the Ice Age to Jurassic Park.
Well, that's quite cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Taking my kiddo when they were younger to the Natural History Museum, and they had something like that with all the animatronics, like with the dinosaurs, you know. My kiddo was really into dinosaurs at that time as well. So, but then when I took him to it, he was scared as shit, and I was like, "Wow, Dad."
That's funny.
Kind of vintage camera girl. They're obviously not going to be real much, but don't tell Mr. Me that because he thinks they're real. Don't tell him that. You'll ruin his evening. But yeah, it'll be like walking amongst the dinosaurs. I hope to shoot a lot of content for my second channel and for my Instagram. So you'll probably
That'd be cool.
You'll get a better idea when you see that. Yes, contrary to certain people, no, Girl World isn't the only thing I do day in and day out.
If given the opportunity, run under a dinosaur for me.
Okay, I'll try.
if the opportunity arises.
I'll get Mr. Me to do it. He's in better shape than I am. He's in better shape than I am. I'll get him to do it.
What's in the chat? We got you.
But yeah, I am looking forward to that tomorrow. So yeah, there's a dinosaur pub near you. Oh,
Who we got in
cool.
Oh, look who decided to show up. Dark Ninja.
Who?
Dark Ninja.
Oh, there, Dark Ninja. Oh, there he is. Okay, I see him. I see him now. I'm looking at the StreamYard chat.
Yeah, that one.
Well, he's
like
got the link. He can hop on panel because he's already got the link if he wants to.
Okay.
Why did she say it like that?
Because I heard you once again, like every single time we stream, was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come up on panel. Give me the link, Death." And when have you come on panel? Exactly 0 times. And I will continue to give you shit until you come up on this panel.
He might come up this stream. He said he might, and then you never do. And she's like, "Oh, fucking hell!" Like this. She doesn't even believe me anymore at this point.
I will continue to give you shit until the day you come up on this damn panel, and probably after.
Hey, I didn't even send him the link originally. I sent him the stream, and I was like, "Oh, we're streaming it." He was like, "Oh, I might pop in and say hi." I was like, "You mean in the chat?" Or like on the StreamYards, and he was like, "No, give me the link." So he requests this shit, you see.
Exactly. Sorry, don't run away. Come back. I feel like I do this every time, and that's why he runs away.
Yeah, you scare him off.
Oh, not bad. I should add more sugar to my emails.
Yeah, right. Remember that. Should we play some shit in the background or something?
Like what?
Like what?
Sure, yeah.
I've got a little compilation of 18 of the worst TikTokers.
Okay.
We've got crazy influencers. We've got TikTokers pretending to be celebrities. We've got shit post status, offensive memes.
Offensive memes could be fun.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, offensive memes, I'm up for that.
Offensive memes.
Well,
it's just all Chewbacca.
It'll probably be more background stuff or something, so people got something to look at.
It's either that, or I start shaving all over. I start shaving all over again.
How much hair you got left?
She's got more than all of them.
I'm not shaving my head. This is not going. This stays. I'm not shaving my head. I shave my face. Oh my. My.
Do you have the cover on that razor fedora?
I
No.
asked her that.
No?
No.
I know. That's what I assumed as well, Steph. And then she said no to me, and I was like, "What?"
Unprotected shaving.
We had a conversation about that, didn't we? Well,
I know, Steph, and I was like, "No, of course she's got a cover on it, Steph." And then she tells me tonight that she hasn't. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I can't find it. I can't find it. My poor dyslexic brain doesn't remember shit. Oh god.
She ain't no scammer. It's a real deal.
This is the real deal. I do have a dyslexic brain that forgets things. In addition to reading everything backwards. Okay, let's see. So
honestly,
we're doing.
I love this so much.
Offensive.
I don't know. We're just starting off with some offensive.
Oh my god, he's wearing a
Fedora
diaper.
wanted this. Just
Whitey
remember
tighties.
that Fedora wanted this, okay?
Yes,
I appreciate he matched his socks.
It's all my fault.
This man planned this out.
No, the time is next, but it's not.
My goodness.
Damn.
Oh my. What have we here?
I don't know. You want to go some random shit.
No, you are all left.
What is happening?
Somebody's mad.
It's laundry day, Gary.
We're gonna walk our snail.
Go up the section.
Oh, no. Here.
Yeah, that one's good.
Suntanned. Somebody forgot their sunblock. Oh dear. What's he got?
Freeze, or is it like that? A dog bone, I think.
Got in his mouth.
A dog bone?
Oh dear. Why? My.
He like forget what he was holding or what? It froze on my end. I don't know if it froze for you guys.
It's frozen for me too.
Yeah, it's froze.
Death.
Aww.
Oh. Okay, that baby doll is creepy.
Yeah.
We got the dog.
No.
Dog chicken. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear. Dot. That.
What is happening?
Interesting.
Fat.
Hooked on phonics today. Oh my.
I got you,
my
Gigi.
goodness. It's gonna fall. Oh my goodness, the
Do
bus.
you want to link?
I got
I
you.
don't know what's going on. Okay, hold on. Wait, I need to.
I got it.
Oh, that was a lot already. Little bits, can you do that for me?
I did.
Oh,
Already
thank
done.
you.
Oh, gaining back
Thumbs
that.
up received. Listen, I pride myself on being helpful. I try and be a trigger finger on those links. Although Steph beats me. Damn it, Steph.
Right. I'm gonna hit
Everyone
play.
seems to be in competition with me now with the links. It's like,
I
damn it,
know.
Steph, beat me.
I did put it in, Gigi. I did put it in the group chat.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I thought.
Well, he's old, so give him a break.
maybe I should have pinned it. Maybe.
I'm
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna
feisty.
hit play on this because I need to go make a coffee. Hold on.
Okay. I can't have coffee no more. Sends me into tachycardia.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, Fedora. I am so addicted to caffeine.
I know, I was too, but I hate tachycardia even more.
True. So
I mean, yeah.
Tachycardia is not fun.
If you have to pick between the two, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm in remission from pericarditis. Yay. So I'd like to keep it that way.
nice.
Yeah, I'm in remission. I'm even off the medication for it. So
Well, that's awesome.
Right.
yeah, cardiologist took me off the colchicine. And the only thing I take now is my thyroid medication and my GERD medication. Yes, I have GERD too, and I can laugh at my GERD. See, I don't. I actually take medication for it. That's how I manage it. I don't know why Klonka can't manage hers.
What are we watching?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What is that? Oh,
Like, what is happening?
somebody got their lunch. Oh dear.
What is happening?
What have we here?
I don't know.
I love when Fedora sums up a situation with oh dear. It just
yeah. Oh dear.
beautifully sums it up.
Oh no. Oh dear.
What?
What's he doing?
Oh my. Is he trying to make love to that thing? Is he trying to make love to that thing?
We can't hear it.
Are we supposed to not be able to hear it?
I don't know.
Maybe
Can I unmute
copyright
it?
in the background. Maybe there's copyright music.
I can't. Oh,
Because if there's copyright music, you don't want that.
I couldn't do it anyway. It gave me
School on March 1st.
there.
What
I
was
can
so
remove it though.
so special at school?
But having copyright music wouldn't matter for you guys because you're not monetized, would it?
No, yeah.
I
What's
actually
up,
did have an idea.
PG? Howdy,
But
howdy.
Yay.
All right, I'm gonna remove that because I don't know what's happening.
Maybe.
Hi, Gigi.
What are you guys watching?
I don't know. That's why I took it off. I have some other stuff.
You're too young to watch it. Gigi, you're too young to watch it. That's why we took it down.
My virgin eyes.
Yes.
them.
And you missed my shaving opening. Shame on you.
Oh, did you do another one?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Gigi,
did.
That was fit.
Gigi, she
That was
doesn't have
fantastic.
a
You're
cover
such a
on the
racist.
razor.
Well, she's a racist, that's why. So
She's the real deal, baby.
yeah. So much racisms.
Yes.
I love you, Gigi.
I can't keep up.
No, Belinda's the racist today, isn't she?
Oh, what did
Oh.
Belinda
Look
do?
at here. So
Oh.
Who did Belinda? What did Belinda? I told Belinda we were going to do this later. She was, let me take a nap and maybe I'll pop on later. Let me text that bitch. Like, you awake?
Tell her to wake up and get her.
So what? Why is she a
little
racist
ass
now? Hey,
on-
Judy.
hello,
Hey, Gigi.
Hey,
I don't
everybody.
even
So hold on.
know.
Why is Belinda a racist now? What the fuck did that old bitch do now?
Bridget's pissed off with her, therefore, she's.
What did Bridget do now? I was out today. What did
She
Bridget
did a
do?
whole she had a premiere
Oh my God,
today.
you didn't see me
She's
ranting in the
still-
fucking.
she's
I
still
was ranting at
extremely
Steph.
bothered.
Ladies,
Steph,
ladies,
right.
everyone calm down. What?
Well, I ranted at Steph, and Steph was like, I can't even watch it. I watched like a couple of minutes, Steph, and I was like, I continued watching it. And I was like, my fingers were fucking hovering over the keyboard.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I write some fucking shit, I'm gonna blow the fucker up.
What did
like,
she
like,
say?
That's why
Actually,
why I
before
left the premiere, because I was like, I'm gonna.
Well, let's put it this way, Gigi. She called Belinda not only a fucking weasel, called her dumb many, many times, but every other sentence she was a fucking bitch as well.
Well, she sounds angry. Listen, I'm
really
really
turned it
excited
No,
because
she's really unbothered.
before we get into Bridget's unbotheredness, did anyone else notice that you can chat in StreamYard as a guest now? You couldn't do that before. Am I crazy?
Every time I click on join it tells me to go through a whole bunch of steps, and I just
but before that though, I could never chat and like if I was a guest on someone's live stream, I had to open up like my phone to chat and never give you a chat. And now it asked me, would you like to connect your YouTube account to your StreamYard? And I was like, sure. And now I can chat. Look at me go. Hold on. Hello.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's called her a weasel and what?
Dumb and a bitch. God knows how many fucking
Why?
The main insult though was hillbilly.
Why is everyone mad? Why is everyone mad again? What happened?
The thing is that it's not about whether you've got an opposing opinion or whether you contest something heavily with someone. I don't know why she felt it necessary to fucking call Belinda all these names either. Like, considering Belinda has been a fucking very good friend to her, stick by her, fucking she supported her whole entire fucking channel. Let's not forget this. Nobody fucking grew Bridget's channel like Belinda fucking did, because she shouted her out constantly. Okay? And this is how it fucking bites her in the ass when she wants to be nasty as fuck. I don't care if you always agree or not. When you're friends with someone, you don't always necessarily agree. But restrict yourself from fucking calling names.
Well, she's now saying that they're definitely not friends and never were friends and never will be friends.
Oh, she reckons that nobody is her friend on social media. Nobody's your friend on social media. This shit's not that serious. No, but this bitch wants to tell her fucking daddy dearest that fucking she's got a boyfriend in Arizona. It's not that deep, right? You don't take it that seriously. You've got no fucking friends, but you got a boyfriend online though, right?
Who, Trashik? He lives in Arizona.
No, that was the point, Fedora. That's what she was referring to, that she wants to say that she's got no friends. But you want to pick up a boy on social media. So how serious are you taking this shit? By the way, she also got upset on her stream. So tell me you're not in your feelings then.
Oh my God, I caught that part.
Yeah.
Tell me you're not in your feelings. You don't care. You don't give a fuck.
Upset about what? So what is the fight about? What is the fight about again? I know that Belinda did the Bridget of Oz thing yesterday. I watched that for like 15 minutes yesterday, but I mean, it seemed pretty lighthearted. It didn't seem like, Belinda's an asshole, but she's like a fun asshole. So obviously Bridget took it to heart, I guess. Is that where we're going?
No, but she's really unbothered, Gigi.
Everyone says they don't care, but everyone keeps talking about it. But I don't even know. I think it was Belinda's like stream or something, but Bridget says she doesn't actually care about it, but she says
she doesn't care. But
what, like 2 hours worth
so
now?
Angry about it today, so up in her feelings about it, and she wants to pretend she's the most fucking unbothered fucking bitch on the fucking streets.
Can we? I'm a little giggly right now. Can we watch something? If I asked you, can we watch? Can we watch that really quick video that Russ made for Tragic? Because when I need to laugh, I watch it and I giggle.
I got
it's really good.
I got you.
Fedora, have you seen it?
No.
Fedora, it's really good. It's 60 seconds of glory. It's just fantastic.
All right.
I love it.
Look at Vidal. Speaking of shit stirs, Vidal's entered the chat. Vidal, I'm sick of your shit.
Do you know what? She came in here, right? She came in here, and the first thing I thought initially she was offering some sort of olive branch when she came in the fucking door, because I've never interacted with Bridget whatsoever at all. She came in here and she immediately was like, "Is this Death's channel?" Right? And then
she still has not acknowledged me.
referring to it as Death's channel. She told MFW not to come up on Death's panel. It's not Death's panel. It's not Death's channel. When I made that PSA on last stream, that was for your fucking ass, Bridget, because it's Little Boots and my channel. It's not just my fucking channel, otherwise it would be under the dead fucking name. You understand that, dumb bitch?
Speaking of bothered
Yes, we can
bitches,
say dumb bitch too.
Yeah. And I can say
speaking
more profusely than you can. Trust me.
speaking of bothered bitches, so Anna Nicole
Unbothered,
says
Gigi, unbothered.
since Anna Nicole said something real stupid on Twitter where she was like, I can't believe your mama and Belinda. I can't believe Belinda and Yaba call your mama a bitch. It's completely disgusting. And it's so just, it shows who they are. So then I tweeted, and I took the screenshot because someone else tweeted it. She thinks I'm stalking her. I'm not. And I said, so the clout chaser is upset that they're calling your mama a bitch, but she's got nothing to say about calling me a chomo predator groomer. She flipped out. She tweeted, "Is Gigi drunk? I've never called him those things." I'm like, well, maybe you should brush up on your reading comprehension skills, Anna Nicole, because I never said that you did, but I can understand why you're confused because the sound must be muffled with your ass so far up, your head so far up everybody's fucking ass that you can't actually hear or read what's being said. Isn't it ballsy? Isn't it ballsy to be surrounded with literal trash who call us the most, they dox Little Boots, they call me a groomer, and then she's mad because they called your mama a bitch. I'm like, your mama's not going to take you for the ride because your mama, I don't think, your mama's going to recognize you for who you are, Anna. Go find someone else to suck clout off of. Like, come on. Like, why are we kissing your mama's ass? She's such a fucking clout chaser from day one, and I was right. And some of you people talking to you, Pistachio, were like, no, she's really not. She's really cool. And I was like, she's not. And then what? Gigi was right.
Yeah, well, I didn't really associate or trust that and whatnot, and I was right.
But Yaba called your mama a bitch. Oh my god, why are we treating men so terribly? Also, from the same breath from her, I'm sure, morbidly obese body, Gigi's a stalker groomer. God, and she's got children. That's the worst fucking part. Someone told me she talks about tweeting about kids. I'm like, fucking role model mother you are.
Gigi, you need to do more impressions of Pistachio because.
Oh my god, Gigi.
I just went to go see the movie Sound of Freedom, and I think that anyone who's called anyone a damn groomer online should go watch that movie and think about if this is actually what that is or not.
Monty is getting just torn apart for it, and I'm just sitting here thinking, "Told you, I told you."
Even by
Jan,
you
did you like that?
What? When Jan's views is in chat calling you out, you know, you fucked up.
I mean, no lies. Hey, let's watch this video. It's so funny, and I'm giggling.
All right,
I fucking love Rustifer sometimes.
I'll have to show you the thumbnail is pretty funny too. All right.
Well, I feel like I gotta respond again because Mr. Potato Head is busy calling me.
That killed me.
Who is that? Who is he talking about?
Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head. All right, we gotta pick it up.
Mr. Potato Head is busy calling me his Beetlejuice.
Who is Mr. Potato Head?
Beetlejuice.
Oh boy.
I love the laugh.
Tragic, it'll never end with you, will it?
Nothing happened. Damn.
It will never end with you.
Stop touching your hair.
It's really sad, honestly, that you seem to still be so butthurt over me not being there anymore.
No, his sack
You're
throbs
missing
for
me like
you.
crazy. You're obsessing over me. I mean, we already all know that you're a closeted bisexual man. Here's proof.
Proof. We love the proof.
Nothing's ever gonna change.
Get him, Russ.
Nothing. Tell him,
Not
Rustifer.
ever gonna change.
Ever.
Always gonna be
Here.
wanting to do hussy behind the bodega. I ain't nobody's Beetlejuice, bitch.
I ain't nobody's Beetlejuice, bitch.
I ain't nobody's Beetlejuice, bitch.
No.
Where's his? Where's his thumbnail?
Oh.
That's the thumbnail.
I can't.
Never ending sexual frustration. Oh dear.
What's he got? You can put this there. Oh my god, Rustifer. I mean rusticles. I like rusticles better. All right. Oh man, I can't. What else does he have on here? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna share again. He's got other little clips. I like that he clips his own streams. Like he's like, oh, this kid. Oh, Russ.
Judy, it was from a couple of days ago, I think, or yesterday, or recently, very recently.
Some DC.
What is this? So this is titled "Witty Widow Tells DC Media How She Really Feels About Her."
And DC is gonna have our heads on a silver platter for this stream if she hears you say that.
Oh, DC.
You put a track to it.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Wrap your head around that. You don't think?
Oh, I need a drink now. God damn it!
I couldn't hear anything she said. Russ, you got to turn the music down. I need that to be fixed.
Beetlejuice.
I'm nobody's Beetlejuice, bitch.
What is
That
he
does need to
doing?
be on merch.
Oh no!
Why are they calling him Beetlejuice? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, why?
Because Negs, right, for the longest time, is like stylized himself on being like the fucking Indiana Howard Stern. And Howard Stern had something called the Whack Pack. And Negs, being Tragic's mentor, has to, you know, follow in his footsteps. And he's all about Howard Stern and the Whack Pack and Baba Booey and the fucking Beetlejuice and the whole, all of that shit. And yeah, so he's mimicking Negs once again.
Oh, you're right.
Sad.
That clip is amazing.
I told you, he wants to be him. Like, Negs wants to be fucking Skeeter. He wants to wear his skin. Fucking Tragic wants to wear Negs's fucking skin.
It's a lot of work.
Wear Traffic skin.
Have they broken up or not? Because I've seen
they haven't.
conflicting
No, they
info.
haven't. And I'll tell you the reason why. Right? Negs will not make Tragic an enemy again. He will not want him attacking him because Negs has got enough people attacking him from all angles. So he will just keep him on side now. He's told him that he doesn't want to fucking do the drama streams with him, i.e. no more collabs and things. And he's turning over a new leaf. He's got all these big plans and whatnot, right? So it's a way of him distancing himself from Tragic about actually making an enemy of him. So that's what he's doing. He can't. Belinda was right. He can't stand Tragic's ass. Do you know how many times Negs complained to me about Tragic, or contacted me to fucking leave him alone, or told me that he didn't trust Tragic? All kinds of fucking shit.
AK used to complain about him to me, Little Boots, all the time, and he'd come to me and complain about AK all. They all fucking hated each other, and I'm stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why the hell did I help them fix that? I should have said, good, hate each other. I should have let them hate each other and moved on.
I feel similarly. All right, hold on. This is my favorite video ever. Olap made this. Props to Olap.
Is that the Barbie girl one?
Yes,
so.
it's my. I've watched this video
it.
so many times, you guys.
I
this
love
is
this.
The best thing ever.
Thank you.
Ready?
Thank you, Little Boots.
Yeah,
favorite.
Thanks for the suggestion.
You're welcome.
I'm only gonna do it one time. I'm a party girl in the party world.
Oh no!
Plastic.
Why are you doing this to us?
You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Oh my god!
That's amazing.
Oh no!
Don't watch this, Fraggy.
Yeah, Fraggy warning, look away,
Oh yeah,
Fraggy.
Frankie, don't watch.
I love him. He's fantastic. That was awesome.
Wait, hold on. Does Vidal want to come up and talk shit? Really? For real?
Oh, Vidal can come up. Yeah, I'll drop
Oh,
him.
Vidal, come up. Because I still don't understand how her and Bridget had a falling out. Like, I still can't even figure out how it started. All of a sudden, I turn around. They fight with each other. Now she's fighting with Belinda. I'm like, what's going on?
Come stick your nose up here, too.
Why is
everybody fighting with each other? I've already made my opinion very clear. After what fucking today, how Bridget spoke so disgustingly of someone like Belinda, who fucking was there for her in a time that fucking very few people fucking were, stood by her, thick and fucking thin, supported her, grew her fucking channel, and she vehemently sat there and called her fucking dumb God knows how many times and bitch God knows how many times. I'm appalled. I'm absolutely fucking appalled. And you're not fucking welcome here.
Don't come up and tell us your side. Come on, you're in chat. Come up and tell us your side. Give us some gossip.
Yeah, I don't think you can say worse than me at this minute.
Yeah.
Adele says, I'm not fighting. We know what I mean. Bridget's obviously fighting with you, but you don't take it as seriously.
I'll put a link in the thingamajiggy.
I feel like it's just a bunch of insanity. Like everyone's like, I must tell my side. And then I think Bridget just like jumps on any like chance to.
She can't not react. So for somebody that's so unbothered, she cannot let anything fucking wash over her. Do you know how much fucking shit got spoken about me in a fucking year and a half? And I bit my tongue until there was blood in my fucking mouth because I can control myself. You have to react to every little fucking thing and make a meal of it too.
She tweeted it a couple months ago and told someone to stay away from me. I'm nothing but drama. I'm like, girl, please.
Yeah,
stop.
she wants to pretend she's fucking not bothered, Vidal. Exactly that, right? And what? She's all upset on her fucking stream, you know, sitting there slogging her fucking wine back into her mouth, and then getting
So what did Belinda say that triggered whatever she did? Was the stream today?
Yesterday.
Yeah,
what did Belinda say specifically that pissed her off so much? I watched like 10 minutes of Belinda's stream, and then
Belinda was like, "You're fucking wrong, and this is the reasons why." And she was like, "Yo, mama fucking didn't show full receipts. He fucked around this video malarkey. He showed like a heavily cropped fucking screenshot of the original YouTube email. And then it was sudden. It was because the maturity on it. Then everybody knows that you can't alter that. If YouTube restricts something, age restricts it, then they age restrict it.
Belinda was just pointing out all the holes and the stories of everything going through of like, why is this all wonky, you know?
And Bridget has to double down. Bridget can never be fucking wrong. She's got no humility. I mean, I know that I can be fucking arrogant at times and I can be a bossy bitch and all things, but I can also hold my hands up at certain times when I'm fucking wrong. Little Boots knows this. And I'll go, shit, I fucked up, or I'm a fucking spaz, or whatever it is. Have a little bit of humility. You can't be right at all fucking times, Bridget.
Well, I said it in GP's chat. I'm like, I don't know why everybody's so confused. I mean, not everybody, it just seems to be a small group of people. The way he wrote that, YouTube took my channel down. And then you see Foodie Beauty retweeted or whatever the fuck, community tab posted. It was a very easy assumption to make that they were implying that there was flagging of it. And all your mama has to say is, I misspoke. I shouldn't have said YouTube took my channel down because it didn't take it. Yeah, I'm sorry, video, not channel. But he won't say that. And I'm just like, whatever, moving on.
Yay, Steve. Eater.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. What up, cuz?
Shit.
If we can get 2 more people, we're the fucking Brady Bunch.
Then we'll have all 12.
Like
Fedora will be Alice.
Like,
yes, I can be Alice.
I just want to be the youngest one wearing pearls.
Wait, wearing pearls or the youngest one in curls?
He means clutching the pearls, GG.
It's the remix, GG. Damn, don't be close.
Listen, my bad.
Damn, I broke my fucking ankle. Shit.
How do I feel about Capone? Well, in all honesty, I didn't feel that deeply about it. When I heard that, like, she was just asking questions about Anna Nicole or whatnot, you know. Though I'm not a fan of Anna Nicole, I thought, oh, was it just mere questions that got her in hot water? But then it turns out that she's been seen over there actively chatting in their chats, and I'm not necessarily cool with that because I'm like, well, if you're associating with those fuckers, stay over there then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that wasn't my initial stance. I was like, oh, well, if he was just asking questions, then whatever. But if you're going to actually fucking go rub shoulders with them scum, then stay there.
Yeah, I saw him go over to their chat, so that's just kind of
I don't really
annoying.
care.
But,
I mean, if
but
they're
honestly,
just
like people, the thing is, like everyone gets all like upset and they're like, "Oh my god," and they're so mad at like Yab and Sam. I kind of have some respect for a creator that can be like, "Nah, like I don't want you here, and this is why," and they're straight up about it. I mean, what more
Yeah,
can you
well,
ask
like
for?
I just
I
did
mean,
with
people
Bridget.
in this
Yeah,
space are just so damn sensitive, you know, that like they're like, "Oh my god, they're so mean." Like sometimes you just got to be, you know, straight up, and the fact that I have seen them around in like those other chats, you know, like I make a mental note of people that associate with the fuckers that have like done some pretty fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And when I see that happen, I make a mental note. And if you're on the like watch out list, it's because you interact with them and you're okay, you know, with that. And I'm not necessarily okay with that. You know?
That's it. Look, and it's not because we necessarily
like, are you gonna call my grandma because AK told you to? Like, fuck off.
But it's not just that. It's not that we pertain to that whole division of things, or if you talk in this talk, you can't talk in that chat or anything. And if these were normal fucking situations, we would be like, oh, fuck that bullshit. If you talk it wherever, we don't give a shit. We're not tracking your moves. But when it comes to these motherfuckers, because they're going real life and they've done some real scumbag fucking moves, we feel quite extremely about it. That if you associate with those people, that you're condoning those behaviors, you know, and that we can't help but not overlook that and be like, well, you're not really welcome here, because if you're okay with people doing that sort of things to us and our friends, then you're not, you know, welcome, really. And it's just simple. And it is only with that particular case. So I'm with Yabba and Sam on that, because of the shit that these fuckers have got up to. It's not the normal situation. That's what I'm trying to say. If it was anybody else or any other creator, I wouldn't give two fucks.
Yeah, I do think it's another one of those.
With the rent rate, it's their channel. You know, it's up to them who they give their wrenches to, who they take wrenches from, and they
you have to trust
to
your mods. And if you don't trust your mods, you know, it's different from just being an ordinary chatter. There has to be an element of trust. Yeah, even with a standard moderator, not just like a super mod or whatnot, because whatever, all mods, you know, you got to have that level of like, I've known you for a while, I've never seen anything but consistent behaviors out of you, you know, therefore I trust you.
We're all aware.
No, Fab, what do you mean when you said Jill, MCM, Capone, and Sandy were all there yesterday, or where?
Where were they?
Donde?
I don't even know who we're talking about.
You're so confused.
Ignorant.
Drama. Very niche drama.
I hear everybody talking this person and that
someone got booted out of a chat at Anna Nicole's for the YTR stream.
Wait a minute. Whose chat were those at? Anna Nicole's?
Well,
she was in Sam's chat, at least according to, I believe, where your channel is next is telling me. She was in Sam's chat, right? Your channel is next, and she said she doesn't find a problem with Anna Nicole. She thought Anna Nicole was cool or whatever. And listen, I'm okay if she wants to watch Anna Nicole and is duped by that fucking fraud clout chaser. Good for her. I don't care. But if I see like Capone Boxer start like interacting with other certain people and start like retweeting them, I would have a problem with it.
That's what I was asking yesterday, right? Was it just that she was asking after Anna Nicole?
Sam, it was Anna Nicole specifically, and Sam's.
Gigi.
And Sam took her wrench for that, I believe. And then
there's more to it than that. It's progress since then, because I found out, because I asked that question and I was going to be cool with it, like, oh, if it's all that, then it's fine. But someone said that she was over at Tragic's chatting.
I think it was after she got the boot from Yam and Sam. I think
well,
that's
then
when
she guaranteed that she outcasted herself or ostracized herself from all of us now, because we was all going to be fine with her, whether Yabba and Sam made that decision or not. We was all going to be fine, but now she's pushed us all into that position now, because if you're going to go over to those fuckers chats, no, there's no room for leverage there. I'm sorry.
IDK, why we don't like her? Hey, like 3 days ago, they doxed me again on Twitter, so that's why I don't like them.
Who's she? Who's she? But
I
who's
think
the
they're talking
she?
about Anna Nicole, but
No, they're
it's
talking
all their
about Capone
friends.
Boxer.
It's her little buddy that she was on stream with. So
No,
like,
it was Capone
that's why I don't
Boxer.
like them.
It's Capone Boxer that said, "I don't know. Why don't we like Anna Nicole? She
Who's
seems
the? Oh,
she
I
said
get
that
it.
in Samtel.
Well, how
Samtel.
many shades of dumb have you got to be? Because she's
Yeah.
been around long enough to be fucking modded by Yabba and
Exactly.
Shazam, right?
Exactly.
To hear all the fucking attic antics, to hear all the fucking doxing, to hear how the fucking nobody can unwind or unravel themselves from fucking negs or tragic or any of them lot without fucking constantly being followed, attacked, harassed.
But is it possible that maybe she didn't know Anna Nicole was attic, or maybe she just liked the what the hell does Anna Nicole do besides kiss the attic ass? What does she do for content? Just to kiss the attic's ass, right?
Well, she started off initially
Sometimes it's
kissing.
Hey,
But
Vidal.
whatever, like, is it possible
Hello,
that she
Vidal.
just is it possible she just didn't know how deep Anna Nicole? Although Anna Nicole claims she's not deep, I'm like, honey, you're deep.
Hello, Vidal.
Anna Nicole first started kissing Pistachio's ass, didn't she?
Yes, and that's why she hates my ass, because I said Pistachio, that heifer is in DC's chat as DC is doxing my moderators. She's in there acting like, I don't know why people don't like DC. And Pistachio was like, no, I think she's cool. And then Pistachio saw something on Twitter and was like, oh, I get it now. I said, yeah, you're welcome.
So Anna Nicole did what Capone did, see?
Yeah, you said keeps herself subtle. Keeps herself. She isn't bold about it. Like AK will get up there and admit that she's doxing people and doing all this bullshit.
Correct.
Anna stays
Fake.
quiet.
Fake.
Well,
yeah,
she does,
I don't know.
does most of her
I don't
stuff
know.
behind the scenes.
Why am I associated with these people? And then the fucking balls to sit there and want to defend your mama against being called a bitch, but that's okay to call me a chomo stalker pedo because I called you a clout chaser?
Wait a minute.
Fuck you.
Wait a minute. Hi, Olive Oil. No, she doesn't what? Who are you saying that about? No, she doesn't
Keep herself subtle.
And we don't care if she's anti-FFG or not. We don't care. Like we don't do that whole enemy of our enemy fucking thing.
I don't think that either.
Like I don't give a fuck whose enemies with who or whatnot. I'm not gonna make friends with people that I disliked beforehand.
All this talk of Anna Nicole is gonna make me impotent. Let's get Vidal to talk some shit about Bridget. Vidal, what happened? Vidal, what happened?
Where do you want me to begin?
I don't know. So, like, because you and Bridget were cool for a minute, right? Like, I was kind of confused how this all popped off.
So, what was it that like made you? Because, like, what was it that made you make your first video? Like, what?
Oh, it was only
decision?
It was the Jill thing. It was because, so when she made
Please
that video,
explain the Jill thing. Thank you. Go ahead.
So what happened? What happened was, full disclosure, I like Jill. I happened upon Jill because she was recommended to me like long time ago. So I've been kind of like in Jill's chats for a while, and I'm a mod in there, and we talk, right? So I like her very much. And so Bridget did the video on her. Now I'm gonna say that Bridget's reaction to Jill's reaction to Yo Mama, I don't really disagree with, but what I disagreed with was how Bridget decided to go about talking to Jill about it, right? Mm-hmm. Had Bridget just done the video, I wouldn't have thought anything about it. And then I just would have talked to Jill on the back end about it and been like, yeah, well, here's what I see in what Bridget was saying. But that's not what Bridget did. She made it a point to comment on Jill's video. And then, like on Twitter, she was reaching out to her, like, she just kept trying to reach out to Jill and demand a response to her video. That was the part that I disagreed with. Like, why are you harassing her for a response? She doesn't want to respond to you. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And from what I saw from it,
go ahead.
It was kind of, she was just very like aggressive with it. I don't know. Like when I first saw her video, I was like, oh shit, this is going to start a beef. like, even though she, at the very end, she was like, oh, it's not like a big deal or whatever. I'm not trying to do this. And I was like, up until right now, that's what I thought.
So, how can you say that? How can you say that when the fact is, if somebody doesn't want to engage with you, right, it becomes creator harassment, right?
It's like saying
Do you
just kidding at
understand
the end of
that? Do you know
something,
what creator harassment is? When somebody doesn't want to engage with you, they don't want that back and forth.
Well, I'm
They
not
don't
going to
want
go
that
so far
drama or
as
that clout.
I
They're
won't
not
go so far
seeking
as to
that
say
shit.
harassment, because I know what she was
Yeah.
trying to do. What she was trying to do is she was trying to egg Jill on to respond. And Jill sometimes, you know, she can be kind of responsive. I'm really proud of her that she wasn't very responsive in this instance, because Bridget, I feel like Bridget was trying to egg her on so she can have more content, basically. And
Yeah,
Jill
I
didn't
think
give
so
that to
too. I
her.
think it's very obvious. That's what she's doing even with Belinda right now, because she's lacking on her other fucking content.
Right.
So, Vidal, what do you think? So, apparently, Bridget did this Belinda stream. What did you think about it? Because I'm hearing from the ladies that, I mean, Death's pissed off. Steph sounds pissed off. I think Little Boots sounds pissed off. What do you think?
I think she put her foot in her mouth, to be honest. The only thing she did, I will be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched parts of it. And the only thing I heard was bitch, dumb, and stupid the entire time.
Hillbilly.
Thank
Hillbilly.
you, exactly, Vidal. That's all
Yeah.
you would hear from that whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For a
it
long
was
time.
it was the entire video, and I was just kind of like, oh God, here we go. And then she there was a comment in there that I did catch where she was saying that, you know, Belinda and I and other people, you know, at one point defended her with the whole vag thing, right? And that now we're taking that back. And I took offense to that. I was like, no, I'm not taking that back. I stand on that. What I saw, what I observed, it was wrong. Period, point blank, end of story. There's no question about that. However, I left a comment, and I put this on my Twitter. I left a comment saying,
"Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm not changing how I feel about that. However, I see that you continue to make bad choices in the people you associate with, and people tried to warn you before about certain people, and there's certain people you're still associated with who also have less than stellar records when it comes to things like, oh, I don't know, doxing. So I mean, there's a line. Listen, I am not on the I don't care necessarily who people, you know, associate with, but there is a line, right? There's a saying, show me your friends. And I know she keeps saying, well, no one online is my friend, even though she said earlier in the video something about Belinda being her internet friend, which I thought was kind of crazy. But I mean, if there's a certain association, and if there's certain people you associate with, and if you're okay with the things that they do while you're associating with them, I don't know, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, I agree.
See, this is why she gets on my nerves, because she just fucking makes shit up. I never said I believe Bridget was harassing Tragic. My issue was Bridget is that she just won't fucking admit that she liked him. She's trying to make it sound like it was an up. I was doing this. Bitch, I saw the DMs.
No,
You
yeah.
were interested.
Yeah, it was a two-way street.
And that is why she gets on my fucking nerves, because she can't just say, okay, fine, I fell for it too. Instead, she got to be like, nah, I called my 85-year-old father, and we hatched a plan that we went against track. Like, stop it. Just fucking stop with the stories about your fake conversations with your fucking dad and tell the goddamn truth. You liked him.
Is that why Daddy Icicle was like gonna like, oh, your boyfriend in Arizona? Remember you was telling him,
So the reason
referring to him as that.
So the reason why she's got a fucking hate boner for me is because Tragic wanted me to like expel her, because I did think the court thing was stupid. I still don't know what the fuck she was trying to take him to court for. I don't understand it. I have the whole document. I read it all. It was all stupid complaints. So he wanted me to get rid of her, and I was like,
I'm in there. Called her a loon twice.
You have it. You read it too, and I was like, and I told him, I said, I am not starting a fight with Bridget. I've had enough fights on the fucking internet. I am done. I said I will quietly unfollow her. So I unfollowed her. I didn't trash her or nothing. And then all of a sudden, she puts this thing about me where she's talking shit about me on Twitter. And I'm like, funny, 3 weeks ago, we seemed to be cool on Twitter. And then I unfollow you, and she does what a lot of people do. All of a sudden, she doesn't like me anymore. So I said, you know, you're the one who took a guy to court for not calling you back or whatever. And she hasn't, like, let it go since. And she thinks that I'm saying that she's harassing Tragic. I never once said she harassed Tragic, ever.
Well, I
just said be honest.
That can still be true, right? So, Michelle, so the fact is, if Gigi believes that there wasn't an actual harassment, right? So there was engagement on both sides, he can still believe that she took him to court because he wouldn't fuck her. That can still be true, even though there wasn't harassment. You see, because she could still be that salty. There may not have been actual harassment because they were both engaging in it to some degree.
Like I read the DMs. Call me. Why don't you call me?
Right. This is what I'm
don't
saying,
tell
Gigi.
me that.
So it was a two-way street.
Yeah.
Yet still, yes, that is pretty much the reason. Still, even though, so two things can be correct.
Yes.
You see.
And that's why I don't like about her. She tries to play this "I'm better than you" game, and I'm like, but we all see you're not. Like we can all see you.
She said this outwardly today on today's stream at Gigi. Then why I said she has zero fucking humility, right? Is because
Clearly.
not only is she like Cali 2.0 in that sense, like I'm queen of receipts now. But she was outwardly, I'm more intelligent than you, Belinda. You even stated so. And yes, I am. And like, I'm like, bitch, you're book smart. Just because you've been in fucking long-term education your whole adult fucking life and you're book smart does not mean that you're fucking intelligent. That's not a way that intelligence is measured, by the way.
So when she did that last summer, and then I responded to her. I didn't just randomly attack her one day. Tragic wanted me to, and I refused. I responded to her about, you're mad that you didn't get a call back. She suddenly posts this big thing about, I'm going to have to get another court filing, da-da-da-da. And that's when, I don't know if you guys remember, that's when I tweeted out, I said, she's insane. And you are all encouraging this behavior. Like, I get it. Tragic and them said some fucked up shit, but like, she's literally abusing the court to come out. And then, of course, a day later, she's
Gigi,
like, I was just
she
trolling.
did that on purpose.
I don't trust that. She says that. But
she literally put on there a whole bunch of people, including me and Petty Fam in general. Come on, Gigi.
No.
She was doing that on purpose.
No.
Wait, what was it?
This was last summer. It was directed at me, and it was literally days after Tragic had been served. So would I put it past her? Because she literally was AK's an asshole, but she was taking AK to court for saying something stupid on Twitter. So I'm like, okay, I just read this like 10-page court filing of nonsense. Is this heifer really going to serve me for responding to her on Twitter?
Well, I just want to point out. Listen, I get that everybody has a feeling about the whole court thing. I'm only going to say this only because, listen, it was an avenue that she had every right to use, right? And I'm not going to say that she wasn't harassed, because I firmly believe that she was, because they did take it to another level. They took her personal pictures and were making videos, and they were doing all kinds of stuff with her information. And then, of course, we all know what happened right after that. What happened? He gets in cahoots with you-know-who, and of course, now she's got a website, right? So I'm not going to say that she wasn't harassed. I think that she had every right to choose that avenue.
No, she got the website. She got the website before the cahoots. The website was last August, and they were not friendly. Him and I saw. Why did Negs go after her? I don't
No. They did that. They did that when the DMs
correct
dropped.
On that part with the website bit. That bit in the timeline is correct.
Yeah, Tragic and him weren't friends when Negs did the website for.
No. It wasn't. It was during the DM drop. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
right after the DMs drop. But what I'm saying is that I can't say that she didn't have any right to use that avenue. It was an option she had, and she failed at it. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, but she wrote in the thing that she was afraid of her life, and I read through all the DMs, and I'm like,
about that part.
There's nothing here that he ever threatened. Like, he's an asshole, but there was nothing in the DMs of him threatening her, and that's why I was like, this is bullshit. Like, you're going to take someone to court for not calling you back.
Did she put a 10 on a 2? She definitely did. She definitely put a 10 on a 2 to try and build up her case. Yeah, but this is
also the same person that decided that getting an extra an hour of sleep or something was more important after all, and this was all internet fuckery when it came to 5 minutes to midnight.
Well, I think I will say this. I think what happens with a lot of people when they initially get on the internet and they get more publicity than they're comfortable with, right? She realized her information was out there, probably scared the shit out of her. And I can't take that away from her. It probably scared her, and that was how she reacted.
I agree.
I do understand the wanting to do something.
Partially, some of that is true, and I agree with you to some extent. When they went full scale on her and they started releasing all of the shit on Twitter, but the more attention you give something on Twitter, whether they're going to do it or not, this is a tiny corner of the internet. It's like a few fucking. How many people are going to see that tweet? Let's look at this in real numbers now, and how much, like, even if a few hundred people saw that tweet, how much really would it affect you?
But yeah, you're not thinking about that in the moment when you see that, right? In the
Well,
moment, you're kind of freaking out about it.
Just a
Well, if you
reminder,
respond to
though.
it, because
Just
she
a
has, this
reminder.
was part of her problem. The fact is that she doesn't respond to things correctly. She reacts is part of the fucking problem.
Well, just a reminder in case she's listening. The reason why I walked away was because I was tired of the amount of harassment they were sending Bridget and Sylvana's way. And that was our final argument when I was like, what do you want from these women? Okay, we got it. We're all you've convinced us that Bridget filing was stupid. You appealed it and you won. What do you want? And I could never get a straight answer from them. I could just never get a straight answer from them.
That was literally
That was the final argument. I was like, I've had enough. Like every day it was Bridget, Savannah, Bridget, Savannah,
Yeah,
Bridget,
just let me
Savannah. I was
quickly
like,
answer
do you
Olive
want
Oil,
them
though.
dead? What
Just
do you
let me,
want? Do you want them dead? Do you want them suicided? What do you want? And they were just like, hey, well, the world needs to know that they're evil women. And it was fucking insanity every day and night. I couldn't, and I'm on the side.
Yeah,
talking to
Vidal, I don't
locals,
even know
and I'm
why
like,
you're
how do we
evil.
get out of here?
Supposed to hate you for some reason. I don't even remember what that reason was.
We hate Vidal because of
and they couldn't fucking
it had to do
answer.
with
We were
Vicky.
asking them.
Well, I know the reasons to all this. I know the reasons to it. It's because the hatred runs deep with Tragic, with anything to do with Petty Fan.
Lied.
No, it's anything to do with Petty Fan. That's what it is. So Vidal's connection to Petty Fan was enough to get her fucking hung and dried.
But I barely even have a connection. You
No, but because you're in their Discord,
because
you've got to remember they infiltrated it. They sent Roxo from the Plate Gang into fucking Petty Fam's fucking Discords. There was all this fucking shit about Dark Ninja, which still hasn't been corrected by many of them over there. Tragic fucking ran with all this fucking shit since then, you know, and is now affiliated deeply with all the fucking Zoom Plate Gang and all that shit anyway. But all the initial grievances, you know, going back from, you know, even when he was fucking with Shani and all that lot, you know, the ties with Petty Fam soured then, you know, yeah, and especially fucking Yato, he fucking hates, you know, Ms. Parker,
BGTV.
And I don't know anything.
was nice to me once. BGTV was nice to me once, and this was when me and Tragic were still talking, and he went off in me in DMs, and he was, because BGTV's like gave me a compliment about my voice or something, and he was like, you know, you can't trust him, don't talk to him, and I was like, fuck. I was
He used
like,
to
all
get
right.
so pissed. I go in just enough to get a high, and then they would freak out forever.
He used to be pissed off at me because of Irate Alex, and he would send me these screenshots, and I'm just like, what do you want me to do? I said, I've told you 1,000 times, I don't want to fight with anybody anymore. Like, I'm just fucking over it. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I said, you don't see me in their chats. You don't see me super chatting. But, like, if I like a tweet or two on Twitter, is it really going to kill you? And apparently the answer is yes.
Because he's exactly like Negs. This is why I called him. When the last message I ever fucking sent him, I said to him, you don't want to be like Negs, right? Right? And this is when he blew up at me and fucking blocked me. Because I said it because I know that he mirrors himself after Negs. And he's just like him in the sense that he can't let go of any of these fucking resentments. He can't move on. He's too much like him. In fact, he's worse than Negs sometimes.
Well, I will say that my biggest issue for me, I can tell like when things like really switched was when they had their issue with Bridget, and I took Bridget's side, and then all of a sudden I was public enemy number one. So that's where that came from. Because before that, they were kind of cool with me. Even Froggy had said on a stream one time, well, I don't have any issues with her. She seems okay,
Yeah, but like, that's part of her snaky charm that she does on people.
Charm? What charm? I'm not cool with none of these people.
Little Boots will tell you this and will confirm this for me. Right? Am I right or wrong, Little Boots?
I see right through that
she'll snake her way into both sides of the fence.
Yeah, and like, you know what made that even funnier.
Leave all doors open policy. Yeah, for sure.
The funniest part about that was that she tried to be nice to me, and then when I didn't reciprocate, because I didn't really respond, because I already knew who she was. I've been around for a long time and I've seen a lot of shit, right? So I already knew exactly who she was, and she, like when she didn't get the response she wanted, she blocked me and then wrote a whole ass like Twitter tweet about it.
A novel?
Yes. Talking about how terrible of a person I was and all this stuff, how I purposefully ignore her. It's not that I was purposely ignoring her, it's just I didn't trust her.
Listen, none of these bitches can take rejection at all.
I
biggest
couldn't.
offense you can do.
I couldn't believe, like, I was in Dallas the day of the appeal, and I got off the plane, and he had messaged me. He was nervous or whatever. I said, "You got this. You'll be fine, whatever." And he did it. Then he sent me a message after. He was like, "Oh, I won the appeal. All of Bridget's shit was gone." I said, "This is great." And I thought that was going to be the end of it. So I do my little trip in Dallas, and I come home, and it was like an around-the-clock Bridget machine. And I'm like, wait a minute, like, you appealed, you won. What more do you want? But he's just like Rhonda.
No, and
it's
that's
like
when
I told you, this is what I'm saying, Gigi. When I say to you, he is so much like him. Though he idolizes Negs, he doesn't really need to, because their traits are very similar. The fact that they both fucking have no emotional regulation, they get in their own fucking way all the time. They have an ability to fucking move on. They have like deep fucking resentment for anyone that goes against them or has a difference against them. They can't let go at all.
And that's why Little Boots and I laugh, because they like to say, "You should have seen Gigi in the group chat. It was Charlie Gold all the time." Little Boots, did I ever fucking mention her? Did I? I said maybe like once or twice just to like make fun of her and like
And I will say, hardly ever in the group chat. If anything, we would talk about YouTubers in AK's Discord like way, way, way long, like before they even are talking about this. Like,
but meanwhile, I'd get up in the morning and it'd be like 347 notifications on the little group chat icon, and it was all night. And I'm like, do you bitches ever sleep? Like, what are you doing?
When I tell you that bitch don't sleep, let me tell you, like, around the clock, because we'd all like tap in and out, right? Like Gigi's up in the morning, right? Tragic's like midday. I'm like kind of midday, late night, and then overnight Nietzsche takes over. But AK's up the whole fucking time talking to everybody. I shit you not. I shit you not. And then she's up, and then she goes straight into Gigi that next morning. I don't know when she sleeps. I really don't.
BGTV, Security Monitor Lizard, Sylvana, Bridget, BGTV, Petty Fan, Mrs. Parker, Security Monitor. It was just all those. And I'm like, and that's what I would say to him privately, like, what is your end game? And he could never tell me. And he'd be like, I do want to let it go, Gigi. I do. I want to stop, Gigi. I'm like, you're full of shit.
No,
I tell you what, Gigi, I bet you, right, one night, if me and you was to do a comparison of mine and your DMs, how much similar things that me and you had said to Tragic that would be on par would be unbelievable. I bet we would shock ourselves.
I would tell him to go make music, go make funny videos, let BG just let BGTV go. BGTV's harmless. What has he really done to you? Let it go. He couldn't. And then I used my example. I said, look, there's bitches from 3 years ago who will never admit they did shit to me. So I've had to just accept that and move on. I said, in Tragic, that's what you're going to have to do. I really want to, Gigi. I really want to. But yeah, okay.
He needs to get revenge so bad, he needs to taste it. He needs to, and it's the same as fucking Ronnie.
It's going to get him in trouble. Mark my words. Mark my words. I'm not Miss Cleo, but it's going to get him in trouble.
Oh, I know it is. I know it is. I know for sure it is. You're absolutely
people are thinking that like the internet is lawless. It is not. I don't know why people are thinking this way. Like, oh, I'm anonymous. Nobody is anonymous on the internet. I can confirm that.
We're being doxxed, bitch.
Like what they
right before Christmas, bitch.
It's not even about YouTube fucking TOSs, like you're saying, it's the laws. And the fact is that all these like hate speech and harassment laws for the internet were all created and they're all being enforced. And they're stricter in certain countries. Not everybody you're attacking comes from the same country as you. We might have certain stricter laws about these things in the UK than you do in America even. But even the ones that you have in America, they're being enforced gradually. All this stuff is being brought in because YouTube being an American company doesn't really matter because it has to go under international laws.
Well, guess we'll find out. Skeeter, how you doing? Did you know any of these people?
I'm just like you could probably transcribe the whole last 20 minutes. Conversation and Egyptian hieroglyphics, and I'll try.
Poor Skeeter.
I didn't get one name. I didn't get one.
Well, I hate to tell you that you now know everything.
Trials going on and shit. Like
he doesn't know. That's the thing. If he did, like It would blow your mind because that is literally scratching the surface. In all honesty, it is.
Fucking, my mind's already right anyways. And then I hear all these names and trials and shit. I'm like, man, I don't understand a motherfucking word. Like, I was like actively trying to focus. And I could not do it. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Had me looking at the fucking nighttime joint like, what the fuck did you do to me? Like, I died one name, not one.
Have you guys ever tried to explain any of this to like any normies
not
in your life?
I would even remotely describe
I've tried to explain to Mr. Me.
Yeah.
No, I told my dad I listened to my drama streams. He's like, oh, and I just gave him like it's just people fighting with each other. And he was like, okay. And just looks away.
Yeah,
like, all right then.
Damn.
I just tell my friends it's my reality TV. And they know somewhat of it. One of them actually watched one of our streams.
Well, the only person that knows is my kiddo, but they're like 18, but they live with me. But he kind of gets that because, like, that generation, it's like whatever, they're on social media all the time and doing shit anyway.
Oh my god, forever I've been trying to figure out who does Death remind me of, and it finally just came to me. Anybody remember Real Housewives of DC? It was only out for one season, but it was a British lady. Her name was Kat, and she was married to Obama's White House photographer, and she sounded just like you. And her tagline was, "I'm not here." What is it? What is that saying? I'm not here. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. What the fuck? How does it go? I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
That's my tagline.
For a good time, not a long time.
That's what is it? My tagline right now.
How does it go?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
That's not the way she said it. I'm gonna get her tagline. I'll be right back. I'm gonna look at my
Google away.
Wait, so Real Housewives of DC. I need to know what she looks like.
Well, they're divorced now, but her name was Kat, and she moved to DC because her husband.
Catherine Omane or whatever.
Her husband. Her name was Kat. I'll tell you, Kat Omani. Oh, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But she had it. It's like she has the same accent as you, so she must have been from the same. She must have been from the same area you're from.
I'm here for
Where
a
are you
good
from?
time, not a long time.
That's exactly. You know what? Can you go pull up the Real Housewives of DC tagline and just play it so everybody can hear it? Trust me, it sounds just like you. Can play it.
No.
Somebody look it up. Real Housewives of DC taglines. Thank you. Bye.
Oh my god, Gigi.
Play it. You sound just like
enough of the Real Housewives. The fact that fucking she says that was the other thing that she double backed on. How Vidal was saying that she loops back on herself or whatnot, and I was like, yeah, she does, because I even said to Steph in one breath, she was like, I only talked to Scott Stevens about Real Housewives, and then in the next breath she literally said, I don't watch Real Housewives anymore. So I'm like, so why are you still talking to him then? Bitch, what are you talking to him about if it's not that then?
Classic.
Yeah,
So
she does that a lot. No, so I know a lot of people thought like we were friends and we were cool and all that stuff, but that was not the case. After that whole tragic thing with the DM dumps and everything, like it was I could just say tentative at best. We were cordial. I don't necessarily feel a need to just fight with people. That's not really my thing. I don't like to go back and forth on Twitter and all that, but I will say my piece and people get mad about it. But yeah, no, I started noticing things after that whole thing. And then when GP and I started being more like after we stopped fighting each other and started being friendly, like he started letting me in on some things that I didn't know about, that I had no idea, because I wasn't in anybody's Discord. I wasn't I wasn't privy to a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So he kind of let me in on some of the things that he saw and that he knew, like talking to her directly and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff that played into this. So yeah, I was okay with her. I just didn't feel a need to fight with her.
Well, I didn't feel anything about her until she fucking made her feelings very clear about Belinda. And I do feel a certain way about a person that's going to be a user, a person that's going to be a snake, a person that's going to call somebody a bunch of fucking names, undeservedly so. I do feel a certain way about that.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. Like, so just because I decided to, tell her that how I felt about the whole Jill thing, she decided to call me all kinds of names. And I was like, well, there we go. That's what people. I will say I probably need to go watch that video because I haven't watched the video yet, but I did get a couple clips and people were telling me. So, but yeah, I know she was calling me all out my name and everything. But I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm not phased by it. So what? She's gonna call me names. Okay.
She's gonna call you a dumb bitch over and over and over and over again.
Over and over
you
again.
Bitch.
And then go to like the basic tropes that everybody tends to use, which I think is just
well, that's the other extraordinary thing to me today was that when she referred to you as a COON and slave mentality, just because you happen to coincide to agree with people that have got fucking white pigmentation, is so bizarre to me that that's such a fucking leap. It's like, what, you can't agree with anybody that's not your fucking race now, in case, like, what, that makes you a fucking slave mentality? What?
Who isn't a dumb bitch at this point? I know I am.
Well, but see, that's like the go-to these days, right? You call everybody a racist, you call everybody a race traitor. I mean, that's literally what the go-to is.
So you should
nowadays.
immediately, Vidal, side with Bridget as a black woman rather than with fucking Belinda or anybody else, because they lack pigmentation in their skin. Just remember that.
Well, it wasn't just Bridget who did that. DC also pointed that out. She's like pointing out me being friendly with Belinda and MFW, and as if that's supposed to mean something to me, right?
And I'm just gonna say right here, right now, she wants to call out all this fucking racism every 5 minutes, but you're the only one making it all about that. Nobody else is fucking looking at that. They're looking at whether they agree with points, that people are making and opinions, and everything else comes secondary after that. You are making that prolific as a point of contention. Nobody else. Vidal can agree with anyone, no matter if the fucking color of their skin is fucking Smurf blue. It doesn't really matter. If she agrees with them, then she agrees with them.
Yeah. No, Mikal, I think she's actually on your mama's side, to be honest. She is all for your mama.
Yeah, I'm still. Belinda said me and Belinda having no spines. I don't know what he wants from me. I don't know why he wants me to fight with Yaba so bad. Like, I'm not in the market of fighting it. Like, I don't know what the fuck he wants me to do. Like, congratulations, you want to take up this torch. Do it. That's great. But why does he feel the rest of us need to jump the fuck in? Like, I'm not interested. I'm just not. I don't get it.
Well, Hussey, I'm not being funny, but we're here to have a fun chat and panel and whatnot. And you and Vidal have got into it many fucking times. And the last time I had you both up on panel, I asked you to be civil to each other or not engage at all. Did I not? I said, well, you can say hello to each other. If you can't fucking say just hello to each other, then ignore each other. But don't come to the fucking chat and expect to fucking have an argument or something. It's not going to turn into that. No.
I can leave if he wants to come up.
No, you don't need to leave, Vidal.
I don't want to fight. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I am not interested in fighting.
No, you're welcome. We asked you to come up on panel. So you're here, and Gigi asked you about the Bridget situation. People. You're talking about that in a minute. It was nothing about nothing else.
Okay.
Now I feel awkward.
To stop trashing him. We're not talking about you until right now. It'll be okay.
I trashed him? Did I really do that?
You trash her all the time.
Can we all just get along? There are bigger enemies out there. We have to band together. Daisy, what do you want, Mama? Oh, my dog's trying to make out with me. I can't.
I just made myself plain and clear, and I won't repeat myself. So there's that. And if you continue to engage in this way, there you go. There's your answer.
Oh my God, you bitch! Brutal. Oh, Schmapathy, I miss you.
Yeah, Doom.
It's not a banning, GG. It was a mere timing out because I'm not having the chat fucking derailed or the whole stream derailed with a fucking argument that's been going on and on and on and on and on. Go have it on your fucking channel.
On StreamYards, it says was banned and comments removed.
It's timed out.
See, I purposely was not looking at StreamYard, so I can't see his comments.
It's timed out. It's just a timeout. Just because I don't want the whole chat fucking derailed with this shit. Is that too much to ask?
No, it's fair enough.
Yes, it is. It's too much to ask. How dare you?
Well, tough titty, because it's been asked, and if it's not fucking listened to, there's my answer again.
Sorry, I was kidding.
No, I'm just saying, Fedora, that it's like plain and clear that I said enough. We're not doing this, and then another message was sent. So that's it.
Sorry, I was just kidding. I was making a joke. Sorry.
Love
it's
you.
Fucking redundant. It's redundant. If you can't resolve it, then move the fuck on. Because you're gonna sound just like fucking Negs, just like fucking Tragic, that is incapable of fucking moving on.
Or worse, like Bridget.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
I expect a minimum of 3 hours from this.
Oh my god, the amount of time she spent responding to my video. I was just like, oh my god.
She doesn't care.
I was in shock. In how much time she spent on that. Because all I did, I think she mentioned it.
How much time did it take to rent that space, huh?
Well, she had mentioned, she was like, well, she didn't even respond to my video about Jill. And yeah, because it wasn't about the video. I never had a response for the video. It was literally just about her reaction. And I think she never understood the difference. I think she still doesn't understand the difference. Yes, Belinda, she went full AK and beyond. She totally did.
I was just asking for a bit of fucking civility, and if that can't be conducted, then there you go. It's like, we'll see yourself out. Plus, I just made Vidal a fucking mod, so I will not have any of the fucking mods on the channel attacked, and that's just plain and clear. So whilst Vidal is here on this channel, she's not to be fucking attacked. Simple as.
So quick topic change. Did anybody see Monty's last 2 streams about me?
No.
I can't watch him.
I saw part of the second to last one, but then you said we were going to watch it, so I stopped watching it.
I'm going to watch it tomorrow. I know, and it was the funniest shit ever.
I know that he calls me a whore. Do you guys know I look like a whore?
No, he didn't know. He doesn't call you a whore. Someone in chat said you sound like a whore.
Oh, someone else did? I'm trying to find out who.
And then Jan's views came in.
Why is she still arguing with you?
But do I sound skinny? Answer me that.
She started asking questions.
And Steph told me that because I was like, "What's going on?" Because they was calling like, "Oh, you're like," and I was like, "Why is that? Why are they saying that?" Right? And then they was like, "Oh, she's a whore." And I was like, "She sounds like a whore." I was like, "Well, what? She's got a mouthful of cocks."
I don't know. Somebody in chat, she sounded like a whore. And then Jan's views came in and was asking him questions. And he was getting so angry. Like the mask kept slipping and slipping. And when he gets angry, though, it's like so not intimidating. It's the funniest shit ever. So he's getting like heated with Jan's views. He's like, answer me, Jan. Answer me right now.
It's gerbil rage.
Tears.
Fuck
And I
Jan,
cannot wait for
fuck
tomorrow.
Jan as well. Fuck Jan with a big rusty pole sideways.
I know.
Yes, let's not bring down the mood. I don't want to talk about that crazy.
I know, but setting aside that it was Jan, the way she triggered him, it was fucking worth it.
You know her and Bridget are besties, right?
Yeah, I know.
Look, honestly, I blame IRA Alex because he permitted fucking Jan into the fold because it's like, oh, you look and sound like my mom, but she's not, and she fucking doxed Fedora, and I was around for that shit, and I will never forgive or forget that fucking shit. She can fuck herself.
So I have a question about that. Fedora, how did you and Jan's views cross paths? Like, was it before Hater Nation?
No, long before that.
Yeah.
So how did you guys So
Didn't she dock somebody else from a prior community also?
She did, yeah.
That she had like a big
She had a
beef with?
hate boner for Fedora from the mental health community and all that shit.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
It came into over this side of the fence, and then the docs happened, and then she would come into Fedora's chats, doxing her, attacking her, because I would kaboom her and fucking go mad, and I was around for all that. This is why I feel so strongly about it, and this is why I say
found Jan. I first ran into Jan when I was a tiny mental health channel before I swapped it for commentary. And Jan was sort of dabbling in, and I kind of crossed her path because back then, and Steph remembers all this, the Rewired Soul kind of brought us all together.
Yes, I remember all that. Because I was following Repzilla at the time, and so that was my
What's a rewired soul? What is that? Is that a community?
Chris Boutte. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he had a big old drama back in the day where he was basically with his mom, with the help of his mom, diagnosing other YouTubers when he had no mental health. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He had no background, but his mom did. But because his mom did, he thought he could do it. And
by proxy, he could be an
expert.
Yeah.
And I think he did Trisha Paytas and a few others.
Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star. He was like all the big wigs back then. Who else? Tana Mongeau.
Yeah, and he did. And so what happened was a clip of him came out where they were live streaming. It was him and his mom, and they were laughing about that they could basically say whatever they want and people would eat it up or something like that.
Knock it all up.
He wasn't licensed. He wasn't like official. I think that his job, like he was working in a like a recovery recovery center.
He was a counselor. Yes.
Yeah, he was, but he didn't have any like official qualifications, and like he was saying that he would openly tell his clients and whatever the fuck he wanted to, and like he had no consequences, and he could say whatever the fuck he wants, and nobody could do a fucking thing about it. And that clip emerged and came back to bite him on the ass, basically, and he got cancelled.
Yeah.
Well, I already made her say that to you, girl. I already. I did that.
Hey, I am to please. But yeah, back to what we were saying. So that's how Jan and I, at that time, at first, Jan and I actually got along. Jan doesn't remember that part, but that's okay. But we actually got along at that time. I didn't know better at the time. But then when I saw her going, and I would see her screeching on Twitter, and she was starting to tell people how to do certain videos, like stuff like that. And I was not taking kindly to it. And then I had learned she was stalking other people, like Metamorphosis Rocks, like what's her face? She's not on Twitter anymore. More she on YouTube. Another British lady, Steph.
Josephine.
What?
Josephine.
That's it. Thank you. Josephine. Thank you, Steph. Oh, yeah. So Jan, she showed her vile colors very quickly. And she harassed me for a good several years.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm.
What was the trigger? Did you guys have a disagreement, or she just set sights on you? Like, how did that start?
I can't remember exactly. It was probably it was a disagreement. Who later, as it turns out, Eric is an actual child P, if you know what I mean.
He was a predator.
But before that, there was no evidence of it or anything like that. And Eric himself came off with a very convincing game. Anyways, can't remember what. It was a video Eric did. Jan had a fit over it.
Belinda.
Oh my God. Belinda. Troublemaker, you.
Belinda, I wish you'd come up.
Come.
Belinda, come up for 5 minutes and tell us how you really feel.
Belinda.
Just for 5 minutes.
As they say.
5 minutes. We'll give you the floor for 5 minutes. I remember I remember that name too, Metamorphosis Ross. But why would I know her? What did she do? Why do I know that name?
She Yeah, she followed mainly the drama of the beauty people.
Yeah, that's right,
I
Fedora.
wonder why I know that name then. Like,
Didn't she
Yeah,
have
because
she
she
your
was
mom?
on like the cusp of Girl World stuff, like back in the day,
Didn't
Gigi.
really do Girl World.
But she was on that perimeter. You know what I mean? She or starting to be at some point.
Okay, but I've never seen her do a video about anything about Girl World. I've never seen her do a Chantal or an Amber Lynn video.
She did what about Monty? And Monty reacted to it
really?
yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and he was
I missed
he was so upset.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Little
See,
Boots
so
and I are
she's
gonna
had
have
like
the
a little
best time
bit of
tomorrow.
on the
I
peripheral.
can't wait.
I don't know. Gigi's convincing me that maybe I should start watching Monty.
It's so funny. You got to watch the ones. So the reason why I knew he was live was because I got a Twitter notification from I think Giuliatti. I don't know how you say the name, but I think you all know who that is, right? Giuliatti or Giuliatti. And they said, this Monty Rage is great. Thank you, the GG80. So, of course, I went to go look, and it was just milky. It was just wonderful. He just gets so angry, and it's just like, it's weird.
Why is he mad at you again?
Oh, Judy, it's funny you bring up
because he called him a fish.
I was just watching Leafy Owner's Discord call with
No, it's because
Ethan Ralph.
I did to him what he does to Chantal. There was a Reddit rumor that he is this sock account, so I made a video asking the question, just like he does to Chantal 50 times a day. Is Monty Jason Fish? And next thing I know, I'm a groomer, I'm a this, I'm a that, and I'm just like, damn, Monty, you can't take a fraction of the shit you give that woman, Chantal, like, just weak.
Oh, gosh.
So he hates me for that. And then Belinda, then Little Boots and I reacted, and he spends the whole video calling little idiots.
I'm idiot Boots now.
Little idiot Boots.
Oh, God. You don't understand how hard it is for me to stomach Monty.
Well,
yeah. That was the longest I'd ever watched him.
Tomorrow. We're going to watch him tomorrow. We're going to partake beforehand. It's going to be
They
another
always
laugh
take
fest.
part of your name. So they either convert it into little something, right? Or it's something Boots. It's like...
I liked when AK called me Fat Boot. I got demoted to just one Fat Boot.
Large boot. So hold on. You've been
just one, though. Just one of them.
You've been Little Boost.
God.
You've been Little Boost, Large Boots, Fat Boots. What else have you been?
I remember the Boost, Little Boost.
Yeah, because Nick thought I was some crazy like SJW because I told him he should be vaccinated because he was preaching like anti-vax every vax, and I was like, shut the fuck up, because like I don't know, I opposed him for a while, but I hung around people that still liked him, so I just showed up everywhere and told him to fuck
No,
off.
I remember when he was doing that, and I remember Jenna, Jana, it's a Jana, right? She got mad because her husband, boyfriend, whatever the fuck he was at the time, decided to get vaccinated because I guess he needed it for work or something, and she went on and on about him doing this behind her back, and she was so appalled. She wanted to get rid of him. She didn't want to be with him anymore. He was a horrible
that
person.
makes sense
No, right. Well,
that makes sense
let me just,
now.
Let me just fill in the blanks there because I'll put in the timeline of like the whole
vaccinate
head
all
work
of you.
situation, the whole
Head
DMs
work.
that came out recently with head work and it's Jana, right? So Steve, her husband, right, who like, because she's so fucking bedridden, washes her fucking hair because she's a big slovenly fucking drunk. And she's also sent headwork pictures, by the way. You know, she's got a lot to fucking say for herself, you know. She wasn't put off by her husband because of that. It's because she was fucking in DMs with her headwork all that time, wasn't she?
Well, that's tough. Her
Was
government
that-
experience. Wait, what?
I guess like during COVID.
Yeah, during COVID, this all went down.
Yeah, I remember
I've
that,
got,
like,
I've got
20.
the originals.
I need to know about
the original DMs. I've got the timestamps on them all.
I need to know about AK's government experience. What?
She probably made like one website graphic and is like, I work for the government now. I'm a hacker.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's right, Ollie. Well, he did have the fucking cure, I guess.
Head work.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because Negsy wouldn't give her the fucking attention she so desired, and her husband wouldn't or whatnot. And so I guess that's why that went down. Headwork wasn't interested, as you see in the DMs, and she couldn't fucking take it. Got real salty and thought she'd throw her fucking weight around. And by the way, that's why she got demodded, because I knew about this all the way back when he had a YouTube channel, when Nex demodded her on the YouTube channel. And everyone started asking why Jana been demodded. And I knew because Punky fucking told me, and Headwork fucking told me. So we were the only fucking three, and Negs knew, because Punky went to Negs with it, because Headwork was like, well, this is not fucking right. She's going to stop me talking now, you know. So he went, because Punky was also a mod on Negs' YouTube channel. Punky went and spoke to Negs about it and was like, Jana's throwing her weight around. So he demodded her. So that's how that went down. I got the timeline on it all.
Well, she's modding again, so.
Oh, yeah, now she is. She's favored, you know, because she's #1 fucking simp.
Oh, she's so far up his ass that she's probably coming out of his mouth. Yes. Off the
Ew.
I know. Off to the vomitorium. I know.
Fedora. Why? I don't like that vision.
I know.
Ew. Guys, you want to know what I just did?
Oh,
You
no.
knocked over my ashtray. No.
Oh, no, you did that the other time. You did that one.
Dude, I fucking hate this.
Why don't you
It's
start
all
off
of a
with an
thing.
empty ashtray at least? Start off with an empty.
Because I'm dumb, man, and I knocked it over. I moved
I'm
it
gonna
closer to
like
me,
check
and
it.
then
Like when we're in the string yards, I'm gonna be like, right, go to the bathroom, get your drink, and empty the fucking ashtray.
Fail. And where it spilled is right where I wanted to put it. Out of my way. Sorry, I had to trouble you all with my troubles.
It's all right. This was meant to be a messy stream. I did say mish-mash, you know.
Realize we chased Skeeter off, right?
He's had a long day, work and filming and doing things and whatnot. He just got in from work. He ate his dinner, and I said to him, you know, make a smoke, and he goes sit out on the porch. He listened to our madness, and it's probably past his bedtime. In all honesty, I know Skeet well enough to know that.
We might have drove him a little mad.
No, he's cool. He's cool. He just like he had his feel, and he knows he can just slide off. Me and him are good friends.
Yeah, I appreciate him coming. Thank you, Skeeter, if you're still listening.
I appreciate his videos.
Yeah, dude, the quality, man. I just look at him like, damn, Skeeter, damn, man, you really.
In all honesty, it was kind of
him.
last minute. I messaged him last minute and was like, "Hey, this is going down. If you're free tonight, you know, if you're not back too late, hop on." So it wasn't like really, you know, an expected guest sort of thing. It's like, yeah, I'm glad that he stopped by.
Yeah,
He wants attention. I mean, have you been seeing all those screenshots on Twitter of fucking Negs, and he's looking crazy as fuck. Like,
I don't know. Just leave him alone in his basement.
No, but
I mean, that's what I said.
hair.
Like, I'm like, listen, he's occupied. When he's occupied doing this shit, he's not harassing everybody else. Leave him be. Like, I mean, like everyone's kind of still after him, and I'm like, you know what? If he's really like trying to move on, let him, please. By all means, he needs to.
Yeah, but you do realize, Gigi, and I don't know.
It's all fake. It's all fake. I know.
No, it's not just that, right? So he's waiting for the dust to settle, right? Because after digging into all of his past behaviors that I wasn't aware of beforehand, before I fucking got involved with him, but now I'm very aware of the pattern of behavior. I now see that he's done this many times, and he's waiting for all the dust to settle, pretend that he's this victim on the fucking internet, dupe a load more people into his community, wait for it all to die down, and then he'll return to fucking form, because that's all he's capable of.
I just don't get it. Like, if he just wanted to make videos and like decent and honest reactions and funny videos, people would leave him alone. Like, what does he not get about that? Like, I don't get it.
I am convinced that the internet attracts a certain type of mental illness, right? This unfortunately, I think, feeds whatever issues he has with whatever mental illness he suffers from. You can't convince me otherwise, because I see it in a lot of other communities. There's always this kind of
it definitely exacerbates it, and I do think you're right that it like well, I don't think it's like pertaining to like, oh, it attracts a certain mental illness. I think that the truth is that you're going to get all sorts of people, just like the world, right? So it's a reflection upon that, upon society. But the fact is that people's extreme behaviors are highlighted, obviously, especially when they're prolific with those behaviors on the internet, whereas people that are not displaying in that way, you're not going to see anything from them. So therefore it's okay, they're silent numbers. It doesn't mean that like, oh, there's more than the other just because people. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
No, I mean, well, what
it's like,
what I
yeah,
mean
of course,
when
they're
I
spending
observe
all
it,
their lives online, so of course it looks like there's more of them than there is normal people, but that's because normal people are out doing normal fucking day-to-day things, not online all the time.
yeah, but
So you're
that's what
going to
I
see
mean, that
more
it
of
attracts a certain type, right? So
Yeah.
think about it like this, some people, when they get on Twitter or they get on whatever social media, right, YouTube included, right, you build a base of people who are listening to what you say. They're validating you, they're giving you likes, blah blah blah. And so for certain people, I think this feeds some kind of whatever issue, whatever mental illness they have, it helps feed that for them, right? So some people are not interested. Like for me, I'm not interested in that stuff at all, right? But for some people, they need that validation, they need that attention, just like No Fat Monty points out, attention seeking people, they need that. And this space, YouTube, Twitter, whatever, it attracts those people, and they kind of glom onto that and they hold on to that, and so they react in response to that in order to get more and more validation.
No, I agree with you, and I see your point. And I think adding upon that, because I agree with everything you just said wholeheartedly, but I also think, especially dealing with people like Negs, like I know it's not just validation, it's like constant affirmation. He needs this affirmation, and I've said this before, whether he's on a downward spiral or whether he's manic as fuck, he needs that constant backing. This is why he's always needs someone by his side, much like Tragic does, right? It's because they need coaxing at all times, or coddling into doing things, whether it's good or bad or whatever it fucking is, whatever spiral they're on, they need that prompting at all times. Just like, so when he lost his YouTube channel, he needed taking by the hand, being like, it's okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, I've got it under control, so-and-so's doing this, we're going to do that, I'll set up everything on Twitch. He needed someone to do that, because he was like a lost little fucking boy. But I also think when he's manic, he needs like some sort of fucking control, that he's not able to reel himself in at any time, ever, no matter which, if he's manic or depressed.
Yeah, I see that. He doesn't have control over it, but I think that that's just the nature of the beast, right? If you are in the throes of your mental illness, you're not going to be able to control that.
Yeah, but I think that constant affirmation thing, because he's like wandering around lost, he constantly second guessing himself, constantly needs reassurance, and other people's validation. Yeah, you can't even make simple decisions sometimes, like down to like the color of something.
Well, I think that's also a function.
Cabinets.
I think that's also a function of his upbringing. I think he was coddled by his mom, given everything. He didn't have to do anything. So he's never had to really take accountability and do what most people do and just adult. He doesn't have to do that.
I agree, but I think they're the walking wounded, and they're looking for someone to be like their mummy figure or whatnot. And this is why I say the same for Tragic, why he needs like a strong woman by his side to do his fucking fighting for him, or to have the ideas and, the go-to, what we're going to do kind of thing. He needs someone to turn to, like lost little boys.
Yeah.
We're
all crazy.
They're all crazy.
Yeah, they're all fucking man babies, with those two particularly.
Yeah. Well, I think I definitely think there's an element of that. Definitely.
Pinky in the brain.
I sit there and I still like I wonder what does she want from me. So like I sometimes once in a while like when I see like a novel of hers come by like in a Discord DM and I like read the first two sentences and I give up. And I'm like, I don't know
Where
what she wants because the only thing I ever did honestly to her was I called her a bitch in the tragic DM. That was it. I did not dox her. I did not contact her job. I've not contacted her dad. And she's out for blood. And I'm like, what do you want
Gigi.
from
Gigi.
me?
She sat in a space with GP before GP and I were cool and demanding that I respond to her. And when I got in there, the only thing she could ask was, why didn't you respond to my tweet?
She couldn't remember. Yeah.
That's the only thing the whole thing was about me not acknowledging or responding to her tweets. And I was like, are you crazy?
Wait, who
Are
is
you
this?
I'm pretty sure that she
Like-
came into the chat and was like, I don't remember what we needed to ask Fidel.
I don't remember that. Was I there?
Pretty fucking sure.
It was a Spaces on Twitter, and she was like, this was when they were like she was tagging me like crazy. Look, I had wrote that that
You had lied
that
about
thread.
Nietzsche about something.
I
I don't
lied
remember what it was.
It
but
was
that was
it
the
was a
problem.
thread about
the
what
problem.
I saw happening with Bridget, right? This was before the DM dumps. And so this was a thread that I had wrote about like what they were doing with Bridget. And I was like, you know, like how Bridget kind of fell out with all of them, right? And that I had seen them having conversations on Twitter where they were fighting with Bridget. And, you know, they were upset because Bridget had done this tweet basically saying that if you didn't, you know, if you didn't know what Negs was like before and, you know, like you're trying to play down his behaviors and all that stuff. And so they got in their feelings about it. And, you know, they were going at her about it. And so they were upset that I had wrote this thread explaining all that. And so, yeah, she demanded that I correct the record. And then Nietzsche was like, oh yeah, she had actually like quote tweeted me, right? I didn't have any of these people blocked. I just didn't have any of their notifications on, right? I basically had them muted. And they
How
were
does she
so
not know
mad.
her settings? I remember Twitter settings.
Yes.
Vidal, when she asked you to correct the record, did she actually buy into you being Black TMT?
Basically, I think I maybe had that in my handle at the time when this was happening. I think I jokingly called myself like the Twitter TMZ. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
we're all reporters, huh?
she was like, she was mad because the tweet was still up, and she was like, "But it's live." And I was like, "Well, but I see that you quote tweeted me, so you corrected it already. What do you want me to do?" And she was just like, but I basically needs me to like acknowledge it. I was like, no, that's how I feel. I'm not changing my tweets. That's how I feel. But you have to quote tweet me and you could say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Wow. One person's opinion on the internet. You see how fragile these motherfuckers are. And it's the same with what I was saying.
Do you know
about
how mad
Bridget
they were
earlier.
that I wouldn't slap fight on Twitter too?
Like,
I was like, I
they're
don't care. I don't know what they did.
They're absolutely incapable of not reacting. This is part of the fucking problem. They can't let one thing wash over them. Not one.
Death. They were so incensed that I did not respond. Froggy the same way. Because I just didn't respond.
Oh my
I had
God,
no.
He's another nightmare. God, don't even get me started on that.
But I'm not. But that's the thing. Like I sometimes I go back and forth on Twitter, but I don't really like to make a habit of it. So yeah,
like cupcakes.
I have all of my settings off so I don't get notifications from people I don't follow.
Right.
Cupcakes? Did you say cupcakes?
Yeah.
I do like some cupcakes.
Wait, Vidal, you best follow me back on Twitter because I followed you, I think, the other day.
You want to know who just followed me?
You need to
and then
follow
blocked
me now.
me.
So if you're not getting my fucking... I don't even post that often, so you ain't got to sweat
I
it.
don't block people. God, what is this? Okay, I've blocked certain people. There are certain people that are blocked.
I don't even shit post that much. In all honesty, I don't even engage that often.
I don't give a fuck anymore.
You know what I hate? I hate that Twitter doesn't tell you when people follow you. And I don't.
Sometimes it does.
It
Like
does.
I get some.
Sometimes,
It
very
does for
rarely
some
though.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
often I don't even know they've snuck on
There
there.
must be a setting or something that you could turn off because some people will say so and so just followed you and then like no one else I'll get it for. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah, they just seem to sneak on there.
I get most of them, but there are some I do think that sneak through. Hussy just followed me. I got a notification, Hussy, that you followed me, and then I clicked the notification and you blocked me, and now I'm sad. So
wait, he blocked you tonight?
Yeah.
Maybe that
did
was
that.
Just now.
He did that on purpose. He wanted you to see that.
that was throwing his toys at the pram to let you know I'm going to follow you, so it's worth me blocking you to follow you to block you. That's some real.
Yeah, he wanted you to know that he was blocking you.
I giggle. You so funny.
Death, why can't I see you? Where are you?
Well, I don't know. I kept my handle.
Oh, there you are.
On
Got
purpose,
you.
so people don't find me easily. I kept it complex.
You have a whole ass phone number at the end of your name.
Yeah, you know the one that Twitter like suggests to you when it won't allow you to have your username. I just went, yeah, let me fucking have that because I don't want anyone to locate me. So let them make it hard for them. I don't want to be popular, Vidal. I keep telling people.
Well, I don't want to be either. That's why I'm using another account.
Yeah, I forget when I realized that was you. All of a sudden, I was like, "Wait a second." Well, because people do that all the time, and I'm like, "All right, this is a familiar." Like, where you're like, "Okay, this person's been around. Like, I know it's somebody
People
that's
do
just,
that to me all the time. They find
I
me on
forget what it
Twitter,
was
like,
that
this
showed
was
me.
you?
It was a while
I
ago.
didn't know this was you the whole time, and I was like,
I like it. I like that because then I can talk shit and nobody's like coming at me for everything I say.
Dude, it's funny because then you realize all of a sudden, and you're just like, "Oh."
Well, it's funny because I saw that there were people that had followed me. Like I think when I first started using the account again, and I saw that they like unfollowed because they like had been responding to me, and then when they realized who I was, they unfollowed.
I only just started following you when you kaboomed your Twitter, right? And then I only knew that you popped back up, and I only knew it was you because of what was going on in that conversation between your sentence and Bridget and yourself, right? And I caught wind of that, and I was like, "That's got to be Vidal." And so that's why I re-added you because I was like, "Oh," because I only just added you before you kaboomed, you know?
Yeah, no, I still have the other one. I just have it deactivated, so I don't like the attention. It was just
you made a name for yourself.
Annoying. Yeah, well, yeah, nah, I didn't do that. Thank you, DC.
Yeah, wow.
Dude, she shouts out so many people. I love
that
it.
ever spoke about me was DC. The first person that ever fucking came for me on a stream was DC.
Oh wow.
And
She
this
said
was
2
before
weeks
I was
ago.
at the helm of things with Negs and Tragic and Hussy or anything. It was way before that. It was when I was temporarily Foodie Beauty's mod for a couple of fucking months. Like, it was like, yeah.
I saw on Twitter, she said she was not going to talk about me anymore. I was no longer going to occupy space in her mind. I said, awesome, that's great. Fast forward to Monty streams. There's Clarice in chat talking her shit about me. And I'm like, well, that lasted about 2 weeks. I guess that's a record.
Is she on this next one? Do you know?
I think she was in his. I think she always shows up in his chat when he's talking about me. She eggs him on.
The minute DC became involved, the minute that Negs and her started corresponding, I knew the poison was being fucking dripped into his ear like Grimer fucking worm tongue, right? And her fucking hatred of Gigi is what's fueled everything since then.
Which is nuts to me because the worst thing I ever did, the worst thing I've ever done.
I know the young dumb honey bun merch.
I said, no, not even that. I said she's a hypocrite and that's it. I've never contacted her job. I don't know her parents' names. I don't even know what job she just like recently worked at. Like, I've never, contrary to what she thinks, it's never been deeper than that. Like, I joked in the Discord, Little Boots could tell you, I'd wake up and I'd be like, all right, kids, let's ruin DC's day today. But like, what did we actually do? Nothing. It was just joking around. Like, we didn't actually do anything to her.
I called
and
her
she
old.
hates me like I did. And I'm like, what did I do to you, woman? I
She
called
kinda
you a
came at-
hypocrite.
from my perspective, like just from like my view of the community, she came out of fucking nowhere. Like I had no idea who the hell she was until Peanut started talking about her, and then she just like all of a sudden has this like massive hate boner for Gigi, and I'm like, who the fuck is this old lady? Like, why are you here? And then she's been here ever since.
And I think, and she can deny it, but I think it's because when I went on stream that night, I did ask. I was like, where's DC? Like, she's always talking about the defender of this, and that. She's nowhere to be found. And I think her sub count dropped very little, but I think that's what pissed her off because I said something and she lost some subs, and then she like lost her mind. And I'm like, that's the worst thing I did to you for you to hate me this much. Like, come on.
She has a tendency to be very extreme in everything she does and says, right? Like even when she started talking to Negs, like it wasn't right off the bat, but she got to a point where it was just so ridiculous. Like when she was like, "Oh, he smells like a fresh breeze and roses and lilacs, and he has porcelain skin," and I was just like, "This lady is out of her mind." Or like even when she was interviewing Petty Fan, when she was interviewing BGTV and what's his name, Mothra and whoever, it's like she always spoke so glowingly of everyone.
Yeah,
and then when she doesn't like you, she's like the opposite extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, this person's horrible and they're terrible, and you bring
she
bring
flips
forth
so
the,
easy.
and
it's a dramatic, and it's
ridiculous.
not like, and it's not just like a regular flip. Like it's a very venomous, nasty flip. Like she flips on you.
She's a viper.
And she's a venomous viper with a Venus flytrap.
Like even when, so I don't know if you remember, there was that panel that Hussey did with her and Bridget. This is when Bridget was first, like the first time Bridget talked to her.
Right? I remember that, yeah.
And
Fake
Bridget,
bookshelf.
I don't know if you remember, Bridget was actually, she was kind of shocked at the way Hussey was talking to her. And she didn't, you could tell she was visibly kind of like, uncomfortable with it. And she didn't, she kept saying Hussey, trying to get him to calm down. But he went so over the top, going in on DC about her divorce. And, DC actually stayed pretty composed at the time, right? But with DC, she takes that and she internalizes it so much that she literally flips to the other side and just goes off. She's one of those people that she holds it in. She's one of those people that holds it in until she can't hold it in any longer, and she just boils over.
But I also think she wants that. Like when I've said I don't actually hate you, she'll be like, "Yes, you do. I know you do." And I'm like, "I think you want me to. Like, why do you want me to hate you?" Like, I think she wants to be hated. I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's what she wants or if that's just kind of like the mantle she took and ran with it, since that's what happened,
Yeah.
I don't know.
My favorite DC bit is when she freaking told the whole world about that what was it, change petition or whatever. Like no one knew about it. Like 3 people had signed it, and then she like shared it on her stream.
Wait, which one?
Do you remember Keisha made the change.org petition to put her in a home, and no one knew about it. Nobody, not a single person. And then DC like found out about it somehow. Like 4 people had signed it, and 2 of them were me, so 3 people knew about it. and she shared it to her whole audience. And at times she was like live streaming to like 300 people. It was so glorious. It was my favorite thing ever. I was like, why did you tell everyone about that? No one, that wasn't a like outside thing. That was an inside joke.
Oh, can we hold on? Can we talk about Tragic's tweet yesterday? Can we all have a good laugh? Tragic tweeted at Zachary. So he tweeted at Zachary Michael yesterday and said, "In case you're wondering, here's proof from Gigi paying for your docs." But the screenshot
was of Ron.
Is an email from Ron.
Yeah,
I did. Yes, I like that, Gigi. I did. I saw that. Yes, I did.
So that goddamn reading comprehension got him again.
Do you think it's a saboteur? Like, do you think that they're actually playing this game to fuck Negs over, or do you think he's just dumb?
Ooh, underhanded slights, maybe.
But
I am erring on his lack of reading comprehension.
You don't? Think,
yeah, no, I'm
100%. 100%.
I think they're all dumb and they're all willing to fuck each other over at any minute given.
True.
I shared that. Where did it go?
I read
Oh,
that
that's so
screenshot
funny.
like 50 times. I'm like, but you can clearly see me saying, never mind. I was like, why am I even trying to rationalize anymore?
I did see one
Whose
thing.
cat
Wait a
is
minute. It was
talking?
Is that
so
little
David.
Boots?
Yeah.
No,
Is that
so
little Boots'
Gigi, I
cat?
did see one thing. So David posted earlier. I don't know if you saw this tragic social blade.
Yeah, I didn't know what it means. I saw it, but I didn't understand it.
Oh, all right.
That's what I
So
was looking at.
there's a significant jump. So if you've noticed, like he's had a significant fall in his. So me and Little Boots did that our last stream. That circus one was like dipping into what's been going on in the boy with Carlos Martinez, and over at Mr. T's channel where Tragic's fucking white knighting for Carlos, who's bringing 15-year-olds up on panel and going over to the gamer community to bring them over into this adult fuck shit, and then getting them to all subscribe to this kid's channel as well. And Tragic's defending it as well. And yeah, so a whole load of shit went down. His views have significantly fucking dropped. And that social blade tells you that he is actively buying views, right? And he's buying fucking.
Oh, wait a minute. No, look at it again. I did see that earlier. That's from his channel that he lost. If you look, the date ends 2021. It's not recent. Go look at it again. I looked at it and I was like, that's his old channel. Because the last date is till like September 2021 or something. That's not a recent one. And it has like 1.3
but what
subs.
David's proving is that's what he does. He buys subs and views. And if you look at his channel, right, they're not matching up. So a lot of his streams, like at the moment, like there's a few of them are like 500-600 and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, some of them will be like 1,000, 2,000. And you see?
Yeah.
So it's like that pattern of behavior.
Yeah, no, I just mean the actual screenshot though that David put up. That's not his current YouTube channel.
And
That's
if you look at his recent channel, you'll see the same stuff going on. And there's like a leap, and then you'll buy a chunk, and there's a huge jump in subs, and there's a huge jump in streams. Or then there's a time where he can't necessarily afford the views or whatever it is. Maybe he's low on cash and he needs that $40, I guess. And then all of a sudden they go to normal fucking views, which would be like probably 500, 600, 700, whatever it is.
So we're gonna talk about this tomorrow, but I'll just bring it up now. So I ended up going into Monty's chat after I saw the person tag me on Twitter. I was like listening and watching, and then Tragic appears, and he starts telling this this story. I can't even say it. It's so absurd. The only reason he sent me that Google Drive was because I wanted to unalive myself. Like, oh, your penis saved me. What?
What? Yeah, definitely save Gigi with a video of some titties. That'll definitely help.
He goes,
and the smallest baby peen you've ever seen in your life.
I only sent it to him because he was talking about unaliving himself, and I wanted to make him feel better. I was like, wait, what?
So then I didn't realize that Tragic's cock was the holy grail that could fucking save you like that, Gigi.
It's like a magic wand.
So then I jump into chat and I said, hey, Monty, I'm here. Can you do me a favor? Can you put those receipts of me saying that up on screen and I'll address them while I'm here? So he goes, well, look who's here. It's the grooming ground. Tragic and I are going to put these receipts. He goes, Tragic and I are going to put these receipts together. And I, in the chat, say, how come it's taking you 10 months to show the good shit, but it took you 5 minutes to show the world you begged me for $40? And then Monty's like, I think we've had enough here. We're going to end the stream. I was like, yeah, I fucking thought so. But I'm like, show the receipts, dude. Just put the receipts up on screen. They're all just so dishonest.
The receipts
but he got freaked out. He got real freaked out. He was like, I got to go. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. Tomorrow's going to be fun. The parameters.
I will say, for as nefarious as he tries to make himself out to be, Tragic is really easy to dunk on.
Well, he's even more easy to dunk on. The fact is that they're going around calling everyone the P words, and he's actually hanging out with somebody in the boy that is bringing up 15-year-old kids. And he said that this is what he does. He goes into the gamer community, goes into IP2 and things, and finds these kids and brings them into this shit. And he's getting fucking adults to sub to them as well. It's not appropriate. And the boy is known for some scummy shit, but a lot of them are fucking calling this stuff out. They're not okay with it. And Carlos Martinez is being ostracized at this moment in time. No one's okay with it. You know, and Tragic was in Mr. T's fucking chat defending him. Think about that for a minute.
Wait, so Carlos Martinez is a real person? I just thought it was one of them as a soft.
He's an old school boy.
Someone using
PG,
that
like,
account.
I'll give you all the history on that shit. You know, he's been around for fucking years, and it's been
Yeah.
verified that he's the original Carlos account as well. Because
I didn't know it.
How did he find Girl World?
Well, I think he's kind of adjacent because I remember seeing him years ago, also back in like when I used to actually watch Negs. But
I know where the connection was. So
I don't know where I don't know where they crossed over either. But all of a sudden I started seeing him again. I was like, man, I haven't seen you for like years.
I do, because this is how, right? So again, probably semi my fault, but so Tragic with his fucking Kratom shit, right? I knew McHenry Cruiser through Headwork. And McHenry Cruiser at that time, he doesn't anymore participate, but at that time he used to partake in Kratom. And he had a supplier, a local guy, like a farmer, that would sell it by the fucking sackful, right, at cost supply. So I'm saving everyone in the community their 40 fucking bucks by trying to hook Tragic up to this supplier. So I got him in contact with McHenry Cruiser for that reason. They become pals, right? And he was introduced to the boy that way. So Megan Fox, Tater Totties, you know, all of these people that are Mr. T, Harry met Carlos, they're all boy people, okay? And it's all through that entrance door because I connected him with McHenry Cruiser. He would have never known anything about the boy or that side of it otherwise, probably.
Damn it, Death, look what you did.
Yeah, I know, I did a lot of shit.
Can we talk a non-Girl World topic for a second? I need someone to before I leave for the evening. What happened with Tipster? Why does everybody hate him? I can't figure it out on Twitter.
It started with the whole Keffels thing, but
yes, he defended Keffels. I remember that.
Well, it wasn't just the defending of Keffels. Him and Keffels tried to fake this little fight that they were doing, and then he's done this whole like because you know the community they was in, right? I will not. You can't necessarily say that it's. Well, so the commentary bros, right? They're more kind of like right leaning, right?
Yes.
And so Tipster decided once he got with Keffels, he decided to go on this radical left turn and start like doing the whole trans thing and defending trans people and so but it was kind of weird how he did it because he decided to, you know, basically burn all his bridges and say that he wasn't gonna talk about the commentary community anymore after that whole lolly thing. And so he was like I can't say he was defending Lolly. He was trying to defend someone who the whole thing was stupid. Somebody, Rumham, accidentally liked a picture that was Lolly, right? Or some version of anime, whatever, you know, whatever. Anyway, people noticed it and then started questioning her. And so he jumped in and started defending her and saying it wasn't Lolly and all this stuff. And turns out that the actual intent of the picture was, you know, to be a young boy. And it was, you know, a lot of people found it, you know, distasteful, right? So he kind of put his foot in his mouth with that. And everybody kind of went up in arms about it. And he just kind of doubled and tripled down on it and then decided, well, I don't want to deal with the commentary community anymore. So I'm going to separate myself. And then decided to like basically latch on to Keffels, and Keffels helped him to do this like radical left turn and start doing all this defending trans rights and all that stuff. And he's fighting with this dude Poncho and then it just turned into a whole shit show and it just keeps getting worse because his tweets are terrible.
Yeah, and I see Tiny Dancer tweeting about a photo or something. I got to catch up. I tried to read it earlier and I was in no state of mind to read it.
A while ago, what happened was Tiny Dancer, for whatever reason, sent him a photo of herself lewd, just a lewd photo, not outright nude, but lewd.
I knew Tiny Dancer in a previous community, by the way, before she came over this side of the fence.
Well, I think we kind of already can see a track record with her, right? Not just so she already has one with Monty, and now we can see this whole tipster thing. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that there is a track record now.
I know, Vidal. I know. That's what I'm saying, is that I know her from another fucking.
Yeah. And so she sent him a picture, and then Tipster felt uncomfortable about it. So what Tipster did is he screenshot it and he sent it to Hannah Animal. So another mod, someone else in the community. And he was like, hey, I just want you to know that I didn't ask for this picture. Here's the screenshot of the conversation. So I just want you to kind of be my backup on this, right? So that's why he sent it to Hannah Animal. And this happened probably like a year or two ago. It was a while ago, a long time ago. So Hannah Animal got into it with Tiny and decided to release this picture that she got from Tipster. And that's when it was exposed that Tipster had sent this to Hannah Animal, right? And so everybody's up in arms about that. I kind of feel I kind of feel for Tipster, honestly, in that situation, because knowing Tiny's history, I might feel a little uncomfortable about it as well, right? And I don't, he might.
But
He felt
I
like
feel
she
like
was
me
setting
and
up.
you have crossed paths so many times, maybe, and we don't even fucking know, because, like, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think, and now I don't know if there's another streamer. She typically streams on Twitch, but now she's streaming on YouTube. Aiko Rules, and she was doing the whole Edwin thing. So Edwin's generation. I don't know if anybody knows who that is, but
I know. I do.
but
I know all about Edwin.
yeah, so she was like really in on Edwin. So now she started to get focused on the whole tipster thing, and so she started with Tom. Turkey Tom's video on Tipster, which actually was pretty good. If anyone's seen it, he does like a song at the end, which I thought was great. But yeah, so everybody's kind of like up in arms with the whole Tipster thing. It just keeps getting worse with him and Keffels, and he's the tweets he's been putting out, the stuff he's been saying. And then he said, I wasn't going to talk about the commentary community again, but then he does talk about, about them. And, it's just,
I've never been into Tipster. I've always thought there's problematic fucking things going, and you could see it on the horizon with him, because he's so ground into his ways, like you know what I mean? When he gets on board with something, he's so like full on with it. So therefore that's almost inevitable when you go so far on the end of the spectrum in terms of opinion, even.
Yeah, he's highly reactive is what he is. He doesn't necessarily think through like the whole Lollygate thing was just so stupid, right? First, to me, I wouldn't have said anything about. The only thing I would have said is like, why the fuck do y'all care about things that people like? Who cares? So what? They like someone, and then she came out saying all she said was like, well, I accidentally liked it. I didn't really think about it like that. Oh, Belinda, what do you mean now he's dating a girl that looks like she's 12? Who's that?
What? Who? Tipster?
Tipster?
Is that who you mean?
I wonder if
Belinda's coming in with misinformation.
You know what? I think she's
Belinda out here lying.
I think she's talking about Boogie
Burger
2988.
guy, right?
Have you
Boogie,
seen Boogie's new
yes.
girlfriend?
I did. I don't even know who he is, but I saw a photo and I was like, is that girl 10?
Yeah, that girl looks really young.
Different internet fat
Boogie?
boy, Belinda.
Who's Boogie?
Boogie. You don't know who Boogie is.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't know who he is.
He is an old school streamer. Like old
Yeah,
he's old
he
school.
is. Yeah, he really is.
He's been around for a long time, and I never really watched him, but he used to have like one of the more controversial things about him is that he used to have.
I started watching him through like other people more so. Do you know what I mean, Vidal? So like when he was already started to get attention, the wrong sort. That's when I started watching him.
Well, so he had this character called Francis, right? And Francis was supposed to be this racist guy, and he would say like racist things. He was like when like one of the things he got a super chat and was like, oh, $5. That's a lot of money for a black person, I guess. Like there's stuff like that. So he did not get, and then he had one persona like on one platform, and then he would have like another persona on another platform, and people were like, okay, you know, like he's trying to put this face forward on YouTube, like he's very wholesome and all that, when in reality he can, you know, he can dish it out like the rest of them.
People like that too.
And so people had a lot of issue with that. So yeah, he's just gotten a lot of shit over the years, and a lot of it, you know, is his own fault. Again, he's highly reactive. He's another one of these people that's highly reactive. Like when you put up that picture with him and his new girlfriend, right? She's much younger than him. She's like early 20s. He's like 40, and he put up the picture. Is like, well, you know, ask me any question you want and I'll answer. I'm like, why are you inviting this?
Oh, that's how I know it, because I saw you retweeted it and you were like, do you really think this is a good idea or something? And that's when I was like, who's that guy and why?
Yeah. Yeah. He just kind of asks for it, and I hate to see that, you know, because you just you know, you're putting yourself out there. Why would you do that? Oh, you exposed Monty last year, Raven?
Yeah, that was me. You guys want to know the story?
Yeah.
So I may have to mute if a loud car goes by. So what had happened was Monty accidentally showed his Kiwi Farms handle on stream, right? Kiwi Farms went in. His thread came out on or about June 28th last summer. I was modding for another creator. She did a community post about it, tried to bring it to people's attention. It kind of, unfortunately, fell flat. His mother passed away on or about July 4th. Everybody backed off, understandably. I had no idea who Tiny Dancer was. All I know is I kept seeing him, and natural aversion to Monty. I never understood why everyone's like, he's so great. I'm like, no, he's not. He's fucking weird. He's creepy. I can't do it. I'll be over here. And I kept seeing him make these videos about this girl, and I watched the video, and I'm like, but where's his side of the story, though? And I was talking with a friend at that time, and I'm like, something's not right. I'm tired of all this. Oh, Monty, Monty, Monty. So I went onto my Twitter, and I was like, hey, what if there was a person that was doing A, B, and C and just didn't even mention his name? Because at that time, if you mentioned his name, you got attacked because it was like, oh, Monty. Monty was still beloved at the time. So I approached it from just like, if a creator was doing this, how would you guys feel? And then Reality Check, who I'm good friends with,
use it as a situation. You know what you mean about actually calling out the
yeah. Because I knew if I put his name into it initially, people would just throw up their blinders. They don't want to hear it. I get it.
Yeah, knee jerk on the actual alliance of something and not actually where their morals lie on the situation in hand. Yeah, I get you.
So Reality Check came in, started backing me up. You know, I tweet, she tweet, whatever. Kiwi Farms was like up and down at that time because of Keffels. So the website kept going down. So I went with the help of another friend and screenshotted his Twitter thread. And this is still all on my Twitter. And this way I wasn't posting links because I might be dumb, but I'm also kind of smart sometimes. And I started posting the Kiwi Farms thread, and people were like, oh, wait, what? People started paying attention to it. And then the attention started waning. Bobblehead Disco Biscuit came in clutch with the video of him reaching down and like smacking his cat off camera. And that's when it really did that. And fun fact, Nags DM'd me during that time and was like, what do you know about the Monty situation? And I ignored him. And I was like, do your own research. I just fucking ignored him. I was like, bro. And it wasn't until after all of this started and people started paying attention that I actually got to speak with Tiny a little bit. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
I didn't even talk about him with the in relation to the women stuff. I literally, I made a video because he was copyright striking people, and I was like, that's fucked up. And then next thing I knew, he responds back with all this. Then that's when I realized he had people in his ear. He was like, I hear you're a drunk and a racist and you attack this person, that person. And I was like, here we go. And then we started going into our back and forth.
Oh
But
no.
it was never about, like, I actually defended him with the Buddha bitch stuff. And I love how he will not just admit that fact, because when I was one of the first people to call her out on that. I was like, look, Monty's an asshole, but what you did was fucked up. And he won't acknowledge that. Like, I've defended
Whatever
him.
happened to her?
I think she rebranded, maybe. I don't know. She got real mad at me. And I'm like, I don't know why you're mad at me. Like, what you did was wrong. Like, I know Monty sucks, but you can't do that to somebody.
She spurged out. If she would have let her video stand as it was,
Correct.
everybody would have stayed on her side.
She did too much.
But then after that, she started going downhill real quick, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the only one that really handled that right was Kidney J, who I am friendly with. Like, Purple Glitter blocked me, and then she reached out and was like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's good. I understand cognitive dissonance. You receive new information about somebody, and sometimes that's hard to process. Like, because I'm not, again, I'm a Libra. I'm cool. Like, I'm cool with everybody, or I try to be. If I don't like you, you're going to know. But yeah, I just had this feeling something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. Something was off. And at that time, I wasn't streaming with my friend. I wasn't doing my own channel. I'm like, fuck it. I've got nothing to lose if he comes after me. And right away, it's, oh, you're an idiot. Oh, fuck you. Oh, this and that. And I'm like, bro. And I talked like a dude on purpose because nobody was sure if I was male or female at that time. And I was like, bro, what's your problem? Are you threatening me? And then
he has a pattern.
Monty's a creep, and I'll stand by that. And I was like, I wonder if I should do a stream celebrating my 1-year anniversary of exposing his ass.
He has a pattern,
you, Monty.
and regardless of what I know the opinions on Jan's feuds are poor here, but she literally just asked a question in chat, and today it was yesterday, he had to dedicate like a whole stream to, like, I'm gonna dig up all this Peter Mon stuff. Like, that is what he does. Like, he can't handle any form of criticism. He has a pattern. He reminds me of Callie. He becomes very destructive. Like, he can't.
That's a lot of
let
these
it
people.
Go. Yeah,
and thank you for your streams on him. I was so excited. I was like, oh fuck yeah, because I had heard about you, but I hadn't really watched you. And I was like, oh fuck, Gigi's talking about him, and I was like, hell yeah. And I was like in your chat, and I was like, yeah, dude. I was so excited. Now I'm subbed. I'm a regular.
I'll be honest,
I was good advice, but he just
I was so uninterested in the Monty stuff, because I was just like, why would these women fall for whatever it is that he's saying?
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't get it.
Well, I've given him the benefit of the doubt. I've even said, look, because I feel he's socially awkward. That's just the vibe I get from him. I said, Monty, maybe, you come on YouTube, and I know what it's like. When I found the Girl World thing, my emails were flooded. My IMs were flooded. For people, women were, I was getting photos, like naughty photos from women, men. Like, I get it. And I said, Monty, maybe I was nuts. It was nuts for a while. And I was like, maybe, just say it. Listen, this was new to me. I handled it wrong. I'm sorry, but he can't. He's just like Callie. He doubles, triples, quadruples. Even as he loses subscribers, as he loses views, he can't let it go. He gets very. What is it? What do they say? He cuts off his nose to spite his face.
Yeah.
Is that the saying? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was in defense of all these women. But I was like, how were you taken in by any of that? By anything he said? He's not.
Voice. It's nails on a chalkboard. I can't.
Girl World is a specific audience. Women who hate those women because a lot of them hate themselves and they have low self-esteem, and in comes a straight guy who starts doing reactions, and they get a little bit of attention from a man, and maybe they don't go out as much, and Monty's the only guy they talk to. I mean, I get it, right?
I mean, come on now, Buddha bitch. She's not an ugly woman. I'm
No,
sure
she's not. She
No,
was very
yeah.
pretty.
None of
She was
them- I
old
mean,
Hollywood pretty. She was like, she reminded me of old Hollywood. She had that like old Hollywood
Yeah.
look to her.
Well, this is the thing. These guys that do use women in that way, there's various purposes for different women, right? So, like there'll be ones that are cash cows, right? And then there'll be ones like that they've obviously got an intention with, like Budovich, like you just said, Vanilla. Like there was obviously an attraction there, right? So, yeah, there's different. There's going to be the homely looking bitches, you know what I mean, that serve their purpose no matter what, of course. And there's going to be ones that fund a creator, and there's going to be ones that the creator may take advantage of for other purposes, like we're just saying.
Yeah, she really did have that Betty Page look down, didn't she?
She did, yeah. But I'm gonna go. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go because I'm exhausted. I'm falling asleep. So, ladies, it's been fun. Has everybody a lady on here? Yeah, we lost Skeeter. Ladies, it's been fun. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Stevie.
Little Boots, I will send you a link at some point tomorrow. Just check your Twitter DM. Bye.
Bye.
And then there were 6.
Well, I will probably leave shortly too because the dog is telling me it is time to go. I put off her evening walk. So I can
might be a good time to send off, I guess, too.
Yeah, we have been going for quite a while. But it's been really great. It's been a unexpected. We didn't know what we was gonna do really. There wasn't an agenda. We thought we might look at some clips and things, but like we don't really care about that shit. It was just like going to be background anyway. It was more about like just have a bit of a shit talk, and it turned into more of a shit talk than we thought.
Yeah, that was
good. Well, Little Bits has been blocked now. You know, I'm just going to say right here, right now, nobody was blocked in this chat. You know, not one person was blocked. It was a mere timeout. I guess people have got a real issue of being timed out when they can't behave themselves, huh?
Fire up a live stream like Bridget does.
I expect 2 hours minimum.
It's a timeout. I mean, if you can't
The
fucking rein
expectation.
yourself in and it's just a mere fucking timeout, it's not the end of the world. Let your ego rest.
It is for some people.
What's up, Sama? I seen you earlier. Thank you.
Hello, Sama.
Hello, Sama. Hey, sweetheart.
Well, thank all of you guys for coming on panel and everyone in chat. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you for asking me up. It was fun.
Thank you for
Adele, you're welcome anytime. You're a mod on this channel now, so like Steph or whatnot, you know what I mean? Especially like we may do this occasionally, have like these shit talk fucking streams. We don't always want to do a reaction, so you know that's always going to be the case.
Just don't upset Kate Winslet. She don't give a fuck if you're a mod.
Look, I made it very clear tonight
you
when
out
certain individuals couldn't behave. You know, I made it very clear that you're welcome here, and that's what that wrench kind of signified. It's an outward, like, to whoever it fucking is. No, Vidal is very much welcome.
Well, I'm honored. Thank you.
Take care, darling. Anyway, I'm going to play us out with a song. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Fedora. Thank you, Steph. You're amazing as usual. Raven, my darling, it's been a pleasure.
Have a good night. Thanks, you guys. Bye.
Thanks, darling. Take care. Steph, you there? You falling asleep, darling? She might have gone.
She's
yeah, I'm
outie.
gonna. Let me just get rid of Steph. There we go. Thank you, everyone. It's been a brilliant Saturday night. Unexpected, but
yeah,
it's been spicy and fun all at one, right?
We love a spicy Saturday night.
Yeah, but I think everybody could do with a little bit of a humble pie, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
Laters. Let me just get rid
Bye,
of
y'all.
that the screen. Hold on. Shouldn't take that off.
I'm walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know. walking the same ways 100 times with the same soul. But do you ever try to put on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to put on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be alright. You got try, roll your mind. 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 Seeing all the watering fill your eyes, doing the things they know, talking about the same